Tuned into the judges table, representing the 314 in St. Louis and the 816 in Kansas City. Here's your hosts, Slick 50 and Polo J.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mama say,
What's
Mama say,
going on, man?
Mama say, Mama say, Mama say.
This dude right here. That's when Mike was calling the aliens home. He was sending a signal out.
Hey man, Mike used to go off. I don't care what nobody say.
Man, Mike the truth, man. I don't care what nobody say about Mike, man. They can kiss my ass, man. Anybody kill me, fuck R. Kelly, but you listen to Mike, shut the fuck up.
Hey man, it's been proven that Mike didn't do that shit.
I'm just saying. Hey, I don't know if that man did it neither. Shit. I wonder.
I mean,
I separate the music, but even if he did, I separate the music from the, you know what I'm saying, from the person.
Well,
the man, one man's talents ain't got nothing to do with his personal life. I don't have nothing to do with his personal life. Because a lot of our artists back in the day, if you go listen to their music today, that shit sound real suspect.
I don't want to get into all that.
I'm just saying, man.
Like the whole thing with Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack and all this other
shit. It with Biggie. Biggie had a bar where he said, "Girl looks so good, made me want to suck your daddy dick."
And I like them young, fresh, and clean.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. E40 had said, when it's grass on the field, it's time to play.
Hey,
I'm just saying. So a lot of shit. So don't mean, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Polo does not endorse any of these lyrics that have
exactly. And so don't be, like I say, a lot of motherfuckers.
I don't know. I can't get there with that.
I want to start this off, man, with a very, 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 very happy birthday to Mr. Dusted and Disgusted himself, Trigger Happy, a.k.a. I will blow your head off if you touch me and mine, Polo.
Oh,
happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. Gracias, señor. Thank you. And I also want to give a warm happy birthday or belated shout out to a longtime subscriber, and I would like to say a good friend, Mr. E Double, the real E Double. His birthday was August the 21st.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, everybody in August. All y'all assholes. Damn.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We're all kind of the same.
No, I'm an Aquarius, so I fall in the same slot. So don't worry about it.
We're all
I should be able to call you that.
Yeah, don't bother me.
Like you said, take one to know one.
I don't argue the truth.
There we go.
I don't argue the truth.
I commend you on that. There we go.
But what I am going to argue is how this weekend proves without a shadow of a doubt that AJ ain't never been shit.
AJ
ain't never been shit.
And you said the right word. AJ, it be argument. It is an argument. It's an argument to the fact I do believe that he's a quality fighter. He's just not going to be able to be in the fights that everybody thought he was going to be in. There's been fighters. Let's be honest with you. There's fighters that Ali couldn't beat. Gave Ali trouble. There's fighters that do. There's all sorts of fighters that been through this.
Ali.
You know. Oh no, young. I'm saying though, there's people been through this, but the difference between them, they wasn't scared of adversity. The part I'm not gonna argue with you on. 1 second, bro. I knew this was gonna happen.
Well, What Slick is not going to say, but what I'm going to say is that Anthony Joshua got his ass beat by Alexander Usyk for 12 rounds.
He get his ass whooped for 12 rounds. He didn't get his ass whooped for 12 rounds. Let's not say it.
Bruh.
He definitely got his ass whooped for 4 of them, for a fact. The shit was even. Everybody was on here, we was gonna be like, shit, who you got? It was like 1 round, like, I got Usyk. Shit, now I got him. Now it was well played. You know what I'm saying? But me and you said it, is the gas tank gonna last? That was the overall. You saw it slowly deteriorating, then he just threw it, he just went caution to the wind. You know what I'm saying? And burnt himself.
You've seen a defeated fighter doing anything he can, everything he can, just to do nothing. Oh, this motherfucker did nothing.
This dude here, man. Stop
nothing.
That shit. Stop that shit, man.
Nothing.
He did nothing.
He was on his Janet Jackson shit. Nothing.
What have you done for me lately, ass nigga? Look, on everything, man. Like, it wasn't like the first one. Usyk wasn't able to get at him like the way he wanted to, like he was the first time. You know, the jab was out there. You know, that was something that AJ did well, keeping his stick out there. He has a little bit more head movement, whatever, and he was working the body. Now, he should start working the body, I felt like, earlier, you know, and it would have paid way more dividends. But at the end of the day, it's the man Tank, bro. It's the man Tank.
It's the man, period.
He got competition, like I say, but you can't discredit what he has accomplished all the way up to that point, though. And I will stand on this. And I'm not gonna say this like it's new. If everybody been watching this show, goddamn me, and if you ever talk to me outside of this joint, I've always said the man been learning on the job, bro. It's almost like being it's almost like being used. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had in a certain instance, you could almost say that certain fights he wasn't even ready for. He shouldn't have even been in them. They was looking for a king. UK was looking for a king.
He beat an old Klitschko.
But that Klitschko was still whooping ass. I'm sorry. You can call that man old all you want.
He beat an old Klitschko. So what exactly am I giving Anthony Joshua credit for?
Bullshit again. So now we're gonna call nobody calling them old. Nobody was calling Dr. Hammer old. Nobody's calling that man old. He was still whooping ass.
Bruh.
He was.
He lost to a roly-poly and Andy Ruiz.
And okay, now that one right there, that's where the mental showed. That's where he was mentally defeated. He was mentally defeated, bro.
Bro,
like,
he
quit.
Who he is.
He quit.
Is who he is.
But I'm gonna say it though. I'm gonna say it. Anthony Joshua will be back. We'll see him December.
What?
I just don't see him fighting no boxers. No pure boxers no time soon, bro.
Anthony Joshua is coming back to make Eddie that money that he lost on him.
Nah, man. Eddie ain't lose shit. I mean, shit, he just gonna be boxing. He is tied into a contract just as much as he was paid for it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just hope that the man fight more times a year. And this ain't just AJ's, and I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't just AJ's problem. This is becoming a boxing problem where people, they feel like they can box once a year. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Charlos. We have high hopes for Charlos. I know you don't care for him.
I used to.
But my thing is they fight like once a year, and that's why people like, damn, we don't see improvement. Why the fights are always close? Nobody's fighting frequent enough. The guys that we want to see are not fighting frequent enough. And then when we do see them, it's like they're rusty. You know what I'm saying? It's like ring rust. And it's starting to be a thing where it kills me, where like ring rust only apply to certain boxers. Like there's certain boxers just so great that they can fight once a year. That's not necessarily true like that, man. Even Mayweather was fighting more than that at the end of his career. He had to be mobile. Had to be sharp. What it do, B? But
no.
I mean, Forrest saying he's not that guy, Forrest the facade that they were trying to bestow upon the people, I will say that. Yes. Is AJ garbage? No. dude just he ain't. I mean, straight up, I can't take away from the wins that he did. He does has. He only got 2 losses. So I mean, it is what it is. And luck for him, like we said, like I said, it's a short line. It is. It's a short line. And I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe, and I said this before, maybe not here, but you get a Wilder AJ in the UK or over there, that's huge. So he still got a big one, bro. He still got a big one.
No.
Shit.
No.
So you telling me? So what do you think the hype is? Do you really think the hype is going to be Usyk and Tyson Fury?
It has to be.
When? Usyk say he ain't fighting nobody unless he fight Tyson Fury. But last time we heard, Tyson Fury couldn't fight in the UK. Tyson Fury put a video out talking about open the doors and you gonna pay me a lot of money and blase and all this extracurricular bullshit.
Well, okay. Okay.
I'm just saying though, like, so where is it at though? But I mean, and Chappelle said AJ won a fight. AJ did not win that fight. I know for a fact. Shit, I was gonna tie my lungs. You had to judge that fight by the championship round. You had to.
AJ was not gonna win. I don't give a shit what he did from round 1 through 7 or 8. He was not gonna win because he's only good for 8 rounds.
Shit, I didn't have that shit. That's 6. I had him 6 rounds. Shit, I was like, this dude gas tank. He was sweating refusively, start hunching over, laying on him, pushing, laying on the ropes. I said, yeah, this dude.
When I went back and watched it, I knew the fight was over for AJ once his guard was not up.
Yeah, that's when it became more of a push match. His punches looked like more like pushes than punches.
Mm-hmm.
His gas tank was gone, bro. And that, like I said, he says his weight. I don't think it's weight. I think it's activity. He compared himself to a lot of heavy fighters. You 240, 240 pounds. I wonder how much this Sonny Liston weigh.
But the thing
Ali
is,
was 200-something pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's just at the end of the day, goddamn me, you just gotta be more frequent. Especially heavyweights. Heavyweights.
I'm honestly saying heavyweights may have been just as heavy as him, but they were able to last a lot longer than him.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I wonder how much Sonny Liston weighed, because he was a pretty big fella. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Frazier was big.
George
Foreman was big.
George Foreman, right. It's about learning how to pace yourself and things like that. You are heavy. You got to know how to work to your ability. And also, them guys didn't fight just once a year.
The problem with Anthony Joshua is the fact that I don't want to make this sound like it's a derogatory thing, but he has a very, very low boxing IQ.
Who you think got a better boxing IQ, Wilder or AJ?
Neither one of them.
No, somebody got to have more than another. Who you think?
No, because neither one of them have absolutely not mastered the art of taking a round off or taking 2 rounds off if need be.
I'll give you that, but you don't think that AJ got more boxing skills than Wilder?
No.
What?
I think they're the same fighter. Just one hits harder.
Nah, I think AJ got a little more boxing skills.
No. And I want to toot my horn for telling you that Robert Garcia was not going to make a goddamn difference in this fight.
He did.
No, he did not.
That's why it was so close.
No, he did not. He did not make a difference.
He did make a difference. The last fight, Usyk was beating this dude ass out the gate.
The only thing that changed was the fact that he told him, hey, go to the body.
And keep that jab out there, goddamn it, and move your damn head.
AJ's not going to change until he leaves the trainer that he has. All that shit alone.
I saw some improvement.
Like, work on the relationship between you and Lennox Lewis. Lennox wouldn't have lost that fight. Lennox Lewis wouldn't have lost that fight.
Yeah,
Frazier wouldn't have lost that fight.
But Lennox is a
Is
Frazier.
what?
Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe Frazier wouldn't have lost that fight.
Yeah, that's pure aggression right there. And
Okay,
then you
but
got Lennox. Lennox is a boxer. So that would have been a
Holyfield
totally
wouldn't have
different.
lost that fight.
That's a boxer. That's boxer on boxer. AJ's not a
Tyson
boxer.
wouldn't have lost that fight.
Fuck no, but Tyson could box and brawl. AJ don't have none of that.
George Foreman
AJ
wouldn't
is a
have
fighter.
lost that fight.
Man, that dude too big for both of them.
George Foreman wouldn't have lost that fight.
George Foreman used to swing like this, bruh. And then did he look like it hurt would knock niggas out? You ever seen knock Michael Moore out? That nigga was like,
Yeah.
that nigga said. I was like, what?
Buster Douglas wouldn't have lost that fight.
Yeah, fuck Buster. Yes, he would. Buster Douglas lost.
Spinks wouldn't have lost that fight.
Spinks too tall, like him, probably not. But I'm thinking it would have been a good fight. It would have been an interesting fight, nonetheless. But you're bringing up all
Tommy
these guys.
Morrison wouldn't have lost that fight.
Bro, you bring up guys who have boxing ability and not just fighting. Like
Tua
AJ don't have
that fight.
Hell, man, Tua would have. Boy, that shit would have been. That's the aggression that he needs to look at right there. Being big and knowing to be aggressive.
Tony wouldn't have lost that fight.
You know, whatever. Oh hell no, he been talking shit about. He done learned Ukraine just to try to talk shit in that man ear, bro. That's king of the shoulder roll. That's to me is. But
Shannon Briggs wouldn't have lost that fight.
True aggression again. That's aggression. He did try to walk through a lot of that shit. AJ, that's where my argument with AJ comes in at. The aggression that I saw.
Andy Ruiz would have put up a better fight than that.
Who?
Andy Ruiz. Because
I think Andy probably would have got dropped.
One thing that I've noticed with Usyk, if you watch his past 10 fights, he has a problem with hand speed.
Yeah, but I think Usyk would have dropped Andy, bro.
Andy would have got up though.
Yeah, a couple.
He
of
would have
times.
been peppering. He would have been pepper. Put it like this: Usyk would have had to be in the pocket more with an Andy than he would with anybody else.
Right,
to get rid of that hand.
But Usyk. But see that. But also that's where Ruiz like to be though. On bigger fighters that's bigger than him is inside. That's how he got AJ out of there. He said he gonna do that to AJ. But like, I don't know. It would be an interesting fight. It would be an interesting fight. Nonetheless, I'm not saying it'll be garbage, but everybody you named has something more than that. AJ, that AJ is not, his strong suit is not boxing per se. It's fighting.
I think I said this earlier. That AJ would have beat Wilder.
Yeah, this AJ that saw for Usyk,
he would have beat him.
That's what I'm saying. I see they improved. Like Wilder been loading up for that one punch. You know what I'm saying? AJ been doing what he do with the boxing skills that he has, and he hit hard himself. But if you're gonna be a fighter, like you said, Frazier, James Toney, Mike, right?
Mm-hmm.
They knew how to turn their emotions into aggression. Mike Tyson told you, I'm scared before I enter the ring. By the time I get to that ring, I'm a god. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Frazier, I'm a steamroll your motherfucking ass. James Toney, ain't nobody better than me. I don't give a fuck. All of them knew how to turn their emotion to aggression during the fight. And that's what I'm saying, the emotion that he showed after the fight, that type of aggression, he needs to learn how to translate that into the ring. I know we was having a discussion about that he can't. He can. What I saw for me, right? Because he's always been the squeaky clean fella, and that's always been the running thing for me that I noticed about like superstar boxers from the UK. You know, they always want to be Dapper Dan down. You know what I'm saying? They want to look good, wear the suits, and have the super duper proper English and all of that stuff, and seeing people pleasing. You see what I'm saying? UK need another Ricky Hatton. I don't give a fuck. That's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Aggression. Come in that motherfucker. Look at Usyk. And I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Usyk. Don't ask me about no motherfucker Usyk. That's where his mind should have been at. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, that type of hate. That type of hate when he took them belts from him and went like this and said, this is what boxing about, and threw the belts down. That's the type of aggression his head, well, not aggression, maybe the mentality his head should have been in. That's the space he should have been in for that fight. Because I felt like a lot of stuff that was being swung at him, and I might be wrong, because I'm not in that man's skin, but being big as he is, I felt like he should have been able to walk through some of that shit. Like, for real. I do. I feel like a lot of that shit he was backing up from, he was supposed to be like, is that all you got, puny man? Like, that's what I felt like he should be saying, like, you know what I mean? But, because the way he acted out, he was ready to fight Chisora. I'm talking about like straight street brawl. Like, and if you actually was a bad dude in the streets, you know, and that's how you end up boxing all that, man, you need to bring that shit back, bro. And when you do get your next fight, whoever you fight, you got to knock they block off. I'm talking about it's got to be a whole new AJ. Reinvent.
You know what? Here's the thing. I want to see AJ put on more weight.
Nah, that's his
no.
problem.
Just listen to me. Just listen to me. If he puts on more weight, I want to say just 5 pounds more, just 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And make it all muscle. Just walk through everybody.
Yeah, I feel like he should stay that weight when he was with the Sick Time for Weeze. It was all, you know what I'm saying? And he was moving more fluid and everything. And he lasted longer in that fight. If you know that's what it takes, do it.
Yeah.
I agree. Turn it to muscle mass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he did last longer in that fight. He really did. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, B, right there. The mean streak. Nobody ever saw him with a mean streak. He's always just smiling. After he lose a fight, it's okay. It's just boxing. It's and then all of a sudden today, it's like he frustrated with being a good boy. Fine. You should have been frustrated with being a good boy. Quit trying to do I understand, like I said, boxers from Eubanks Sr. to all of them, Bruno, all they big heavyweight dudes and they superstars, all of them had that persona. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's a UK thing where like you to be a gentleman is the champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the champion's way or something. You know what I mean? Whereas Ricky Hatton came out like, nigga, I go to the bar. I hang out in the hoods. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people fell in love with Ricky Hatton, because Ricky Hatton come to scrap. I ain't coming here to shake your hand. I ain't coming here for all that. He had straight aggression. I'm coming forward and we gonna bang, you know, but that's who he was. He wasn't a super duper boxer, but he came to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like that's what AJ is really meant to be. Some people are meant to be pure boxers and some people are not. Mike Tyson, head movement, jab, the two things he needed to be a boxer. Everything else, pure fucking aggression. I get in range, I'm dropping fucking bombs. I'm not coming here to play with you. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no overtime. We don't get paid for overtime. I'm getting you out as quick as I can. And I feel like that's where, you get what I'm saying? That's why I said with Wilder, I don't be too mad about Wilder, about him not having it. He do his job. He know what he got. He know his tools. That's why he want to get people out. Get them up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I just hope when the AJ come back, you know what I'm saying, and I want to see him back, come with a new attitude, bro. Don't want to see a whole new attitude. Come with some aggression where you don't give a shit. You tired? Hey, do a Kobe, dude. Embrace the hate. Embrace the hate. Go get the Kobe book. Read the Kobe book.
Anthony Joshua has officially entered into my hall of don't give a fuck.
This dude. Oh, you know, a lot of people don't give a fuck about UK fighters. It was something.
No. It's not UK fights or UK fighters. It's Anthony Joshua.
Oh, stop! I think I don't know what the man gonna do. I just hope.
I don't even care what he does. I want him to go away. Taking up space.
For what? He ain't
He's
taking
taking up
space
space.
because what's going to happen is, no, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. He ain't taking up space because now he just opened up space. He just opened up real estate, as my sister would say. Hey, now he's down in December. It's not going. I don't think it's going to be a big fight for him. Okay, no reason to be a big fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of other up and coming fights. You just saw Zal Herkovich. Herkovich about to be on the rise. Hopefully Big Baby can get in the mix. What's my other guy name? Michael something. Man, I can't think of his name. He could box his ass off. It's time to open new space for these new up and coming heavyweights to start making a name for themselves. F.A. Jogba coming back. What's my guy from Cuba? We just said his name. Not too long. Frank Sanchez. You know, it's time to start uplifting these guys in the category and stick quit counting on these big three, Wilder, Tyson Fury, and now Usyk. You know, and AJ just fill out that bunch. You know, it's time to make that line at least 10. You get what I'm saying? Instead of 4, talking about we got 3 quality heavyweights or 2 quality heavyweights. It needs to be more than that, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like AJ just at least opened 2 spots for 2 new dudes to get recognized. Zal got cheated. I don't care what nobody say. Herkovich did not win it. I don't know what they was watching, but I know they trying to big up Herkovich. You know what I'm saying? Make a name for him, for himself or whatever. That was a great fight. Them dudes got some hell of a chins. If y'all missed that, check it out. You know, Zhang did his thing all day. Herkovich did his thing too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I was wondering why would they put him in there with a Zhang, but now I see put him in there with a big name so he can make a big name for himself. So Herkovich definitely about to be in the mix. I just want to know who else they finna put in the mix because it's quite a few out there that really deserve to be there.
And then Deontay Wilder is ruining what you call it.
Ruining what?
The guy who he's fighting.
Helenius.
Yeah, he's ruining Helenius because Helenius is supposed to be a number 1 contender.
Yeah. Was for Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury called himself retiring, wasn't gonna fight nobody. So, but now he talking about he not retired. Or he is. Don't nobody know what that man doing because he still ain't get that belt up. But he talking about if you want me to get up and fight, pay me a whole lot of money and all this shit. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. I mean, pay the man, no doubt. Coming off one of the greatest trilogies ever. But at the same time, though, man, bro, all the social media shit, man, sometimes I'll be want to hear that shit, bro. I'll be want to just be like, dog, don't say nothing till y'all know what you doing. Because it upsets me sometimes, especially for the heavyweight division, bro. You know, it's going to end up being extinguished.
Did you hear?
Just barely came back. Shit.
Did you hear the stuff that Wilder said that basically men in suits are stopping a lot of fights from happening?
Who said that?
Deontay.
No, but I mean, we all know that, though. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. When you got promoters that don't want to work with other promoters, and I don't know what they got going on between them. I don't know the business like that, but I do know it's simple math. If I want your fighter fight my fighter, hey, let's throw the money in the pot and let's let them agree on something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it could be too hard than making a fight in your own stable. You know, but I just think it comes down to pride. Okay, who gets to broadcast it? Who gets this, that, and the third, and all of that? You know what I mean? Like, put your money where your mouth is, bro. Like that's how I feel about Pacquiao. Like, you know, motherfucker wasn't finna let people fight Pacquiao. When Terrence wanted to fight Pacquiao, what Bob say? No, I'm not gonna let him fight him. I'm not gonna let him fight Bud. That's my friend. People tend to forget about that line before they start dogging Terrence.
Oh,
he was protecting Manny Pacquiao. He said, "No, I'm not gonna let him fight him. That's my friend." No. So when you protecting your cash cows and all of that stuff, I say have attorney, like you said. Put y'all best fighters up, man. Let the people enjoy, bruh. That's the whole thing. The stigma of putting something on yourself for no reason. These O's that people hold on to is killing the sport as well because they're picking and choosing. Picking and choosing. The hell with the O. Don't nobody care y'all get beat.
Boxing is the only sport that I could say without a shadow of a doubt to where the participants don't give a fuck about the fans, and neither do the people who are running these promotions or the companies or whatnot. They don't give a damn about what the fans want. Nobody gives a damn about what the fans want at all. And I don't know why, because the fans are the ones who pay these motherfuckers. Like, what if, just for shits and giggles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Earl, nobody shows up to the fight. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Wilder, whoever Wilder's fighting, what if nobody shows up to the fight? What if everybody gets in protest, gets on lock and key on a protest and says, hey, we are not going to support this shit until we start getting the fights that we want. Bob is going to have to come across the aisle. Eddie's going to have to come across the aisle, and Al is going to have to come across the aisle.
Yeah, but you can't now. That's because then it's already a sport with no structure, and then you're gonna do that, and then it's gonna open a can of worms because then you're gonna have a group of people who don't want to see this, a group of people who want it just has to be. It just at the end, I don't think it needs to be a protest. I don't think it needs to be none of that. I think it just needs to be taken a look at and knock these walls down. You know what I mean? Knock these walls down and look. Talk to motherfucking Eddie, Bob. Yo, upcoming year, bro, we need to make some real money. I want to make a fight with such. Get Conor Benn, and I'm going to put him in a ring with such. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some crossovers and shake some shit up. Shake the game up.
Raw.
And because what's going to happen is, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, you want to know, well, it's not about draw. It's just about like a shake up, right? Like you just shaking things up because the person.
I got you.
The person on the American side that start doing business with the UK is going to be the person that win. Watch. Because then they're going to take over the market. They're going to take over the market. You're going to have all UK fighters and you're going to have whoever they got in their stable. So if PBC wanted to take and start doing business over that way, and they start shaking shit up, and we get to start seeing they stars, and they seeing our stars, and everybody getting familiar with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like we probably watch Top Rank for a Shakur, a Devin, a Lomachenko. It'll be select few, but then you go to PBC, and shit, they got Conor Benn, they got this and that third. Because think about this deal. If you let us use your fighters, right,
mm-hmm.
on American soil, to have fights over here, so many fights over here, and we'll do the same in return. But when it's over there, y'all promoting it. You understand what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna work.
How come it wouldn't?
That's a pipe dream.
No, it might be. No, anything can happen, man. If I give you, if you give me Conor Benn. You give me Conor Benn, right?
Nobody want Conor Benn.
Shit. Nobody want
Conor Benn.
No, you right, because he's gonna put some hands on motherfuckers.
No,
but at the same time,
nobody want to see
but at the same time, the reason motherfuckers saying that because don't nobody got access to him.
Yeah, even the people with access don't. Like,
that's not true.
What's Conor Benn? What is Conor Benn? What is Conor Benn? Who is he?
True, bro.
Like,
I mean, I get it. You saying that, but that's not true. That's you one out of 3 billion people.
No, I'm not
in America that's saying that.
No,
so like,
I think the sentiment
you are.
of a lot of people.
You are 100%.
No, I am not. I'm just telling you the sentiment.
I'm waiting on the facts of the matter. I'm waiting on the facts of the matter. What's the facts of the matter?
What's the facts of the matter? The fact is that nobody gives a fuck about Conor Benn. I can go outside.
I mean,
right
that's
now.
That's just a statement. That's not a fact.
But it's a fact also.
Right. But you just said what you was gonna do. You can go where?
I can go outside. I can round up 100 people, and probably I could say 2.
Exact. And now watch it. Now watch it. Now you just proved my point because don't nobody know who he is. But if you took your ass, hold on. If you took your ass, that's what's wrong about American boxing. No. If you took your ass over there, would you be able to say the same thing?
Yeah, I would.
Because that's a whole nother country.
You know what?
That's a whole nother country. He's a superstar over there. Just like Eubanks Jr. Don't nobody know. A lot of people don't nobody care about Eubanks Jr. over here.
The fuck
nobody. But he's a superstar over there. That's my point. Introduce new blood. Motherfuckers, different style of fighting. Motherfuckers
we have
will
so
come
many,
elevate the game.
So many American fighters that we don't even know of because they get
the fuck out of
shit
here.
on. You know what?
Fuck out of here.
I'm tired of hearing that.
I'm tired of hearing that age-old bullshit.
It's United States over here, buddy.
Man.
It's the United States. God bless America and nowhere else.
Man, let me tell you something. God bless America, but that's the prime American boxing, bro. Too narrow-minded. Look, either you like boxing. This nigga stupid, bro. This nigga. Oh my God, this nigga ignorant, bro. Man, don't pay no attention to this fool. I hope y'all don't, bro. This nigga, man. Okay, man. We can't get clapped. But I get your
America.
point. But look, hey, it's America all day. Yeah, it is America all day. But I would say this though. Boxing ain't just in America.
It ain't.
Boxing is everywhere. And if you like boxing, if you love boxing, goddamn me, then you should like all boxing. You should know about all boxing.
Then they should get on our level then, right?
What? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna talk about levels on that shit. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. I'm just not,
like,
bro.
For real, bruh. Slick.
What?
You're not gonna go down to the way you are now. You're an esteemed man, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
When you say that you're a prestigious gentleman, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Would you say that you have a certain clout that names, like, you know, it rings bells when your name is brought up?
Yeah. But what are you getting at?
What am I saying all this to say?
Yeah.
You're not going to be caught dead in the slums of St. Louis.
You caught what?
You're not going to be caught dead in the slums of St. Louis, are you?
What the fuck you talking about?
Are you going to be caught dead in the slums? The slums. I'm talking about the grimiest, yuckiest parts of St. Louis.
Motherfucker, that's where I'm from. What are you talking about?
Yes, that's where you're from, but you've evolved from that, right?
Yeah, but I still frequent and go there.
Yes or no?
I mean, I'm a man. I'm supposed to evolve, but I go there.
Yes,
yeah, I still hang out there. There.
Well, would you live in those slums?
What the fuck they got to do with boxing? And quick, they not slums. What the fuck are you using harsh words like that for, man? Why am I saying
that? Why am I asking you this?
Mm-hmm.
Because why the fuck should America give a damn about the boxers over there? They need to get like us.
It's a sport,
they need to evolve. We don't have time to be slumming in their shithole country.
They have.
No, they have
boxing
not.
Originated there.
No. In England, not everywhere else.
Okay.
But even then, they can't. Their superstars can't even hold a candle to our superstars. Never have been able to.
Do you know? Okay. Do you know that's a whole country over there, right?
Yeah, I know it's a whole country. I know it's a whole country.
So how can you even make that statement, bro?
I know it because I know
America hold their stars up, bro. So how can you say they gonna hold their stars up? So how can you make that statement?
They can hold their stars up.
You sound like somebody who's scared to place American boxers against their boxers.
No, I don't give a fuck about that because I know we're gonna wash all the motherfuckers. It's like,
then why not let it take place? Why not let it take place?
It's like Alabama playing against North Dakota.
Bruh,
we all know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah, but that's American shit. Like I said,
bruh, I'll take Jermell and Jamal Charlo over a Eubanks and a Conor Benn any goddamn day. Fuck them. USA, 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 USA.
You be on your Don King shit, USA, USA. I'm
Only
just
in
saying,
America,
I don't
baby.
look at it. I don't look.
Only
I
in
look at all
America.
boxing. I look at all boxing, and
I
I'm
look
telling
at
you.
all boxing too. And
Well,
when
if
I'm
you
feeling,
do, then you know
when
it's some
I'm feeling,
motherfuckers over there that can
bruh,
get some motherfuckers over here
when
a
I'm
hard time.
feeling grimy and I feel like sagging my jeans a little bit and
This
throwing on
nigga
the
right here.
beaters and throwing on my Timberlands and my do-rag and all that shit, then I'll watch The Zone. But if I'm feeling prestigious and I'm feeling like a man, I'm feeling like a man, an American man, I'm gonna watch Top Rank. I'm gonna watch PBC. I'm gonna even watch some fucking Golden Boy.
Man, look,
Reba.
I watch all of them. I watch
Reba,
all of them. You
motherfucker.
stupid. Hey, well, now you racist motherfucker. I ain't the racist motherfucker.
I can't be racist. I'm
Stop, but no, on that thing, man, you tripping, man.
Woo!
Like, nah, man. And
I'm tripping. I'm
10
serious.
American boxers that can whoop kind of being ass. Let me tell
I
you
can
something.
name
Nobody
7
gonna know
American
until you get a
boxers.
shot.
But what? What's
It's
the point of
intriguing.
taking a
It's
fight that you
intriguing
know
to
you're
me,
gonna
bro.
win? What's the point?
You don't know that.
What
You
the
don't
fuck
know
is the
that.
point?
You sound like everybody. You know who you sound like? You sound like everybody when they didn't know who Usyk was. And they saw Usyk was gonna get mopped up.
And you sound like that
That's
guy
who you sound like.
And you sound like that guy who's been on the corner for 10 years saying things are gonna change and they haven't changed.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. Get the shit together, Slick. Get your shit together.
Things have changed, bro.
Put it in the pile, get it all together, and deal with it. That's what you gotta do.
Shit didn't change. A lot of shit didn't change.
Shit has not changed.
Yes, it has.
Nothing has changed.
We don't have to sing Freedom Ring no more.
Bruh, you talking about American shit. That's America. America has changed you.
No.
Fuck them.
No.
Fuck them. Fuck they fairy ass prince. They goddamn blood.
So then how do you?
Queen.
So then how you go? So how do you go for UFC? But salute all they fighters, and they're from all over.
Because that's the gladiators. That's the modern day Coliseum.
Oh, so it's excuses.
That's just for.
It's excuses. It's excuses.
That's if I want to get a whiff of.
You like? See, I know I'm talking. He like LeBron. That's why he act like this.
LeBron.
Yeah, you like LeBron.
No.
You're a LeBron level.
If you want to take this to the basketball realm,
no,
I can give you 7
I'm
facts of
you
why.
like LeBron, bro.
I can give you 7 facts of why he's better than Jordan.
I can give you one.
But I'm not even going to do that because that's not what this is about.
Oh. See, I used to. I can give you one.
You can give me one of why LeBron is better than Jordan?
No, why Jordan is better than him in his later years. And Jordan was old and still was putting numbers up. And in his later years, one fact that will eat all your shit up.
And that is?
No, I want to hear your shit so I can just lay my fucking big joke on your head.
No, because this is not what this is about. I don't even think LeBron is great. I don't.
But you say he better than Jordan? He better be great to you.
I never said that. I said I could give you 7 reasons why he could be better than Jordan.
Why even put that in the sentence if you don't believe that?
That's that St. Louis education.
Oh, that's that bullshit. That's what that is.
It's not conducive to the growth of these
I want to hear.
Don't renege. I don't know what it is. Maybe, just maybe.
Say what?
You need to go back to the drawing board.
LeBron is good. I'll even tell you, LeBron is a great player. He is not a GOAT though.
Oh God.
He's not on Jordan level. Stat for stat, none of that shit. They shouldn't. You can't find one stat that can compare to a Jordan stat. Find me one stat and I can wash you.
I mean, he technically did have some points.
And how many years it took him to do it? Again, give me another fucking stat. We getting participation trophies out, y'all.
But
when Jordan, hold on, how many years did it take Jordan to get that scoring record?
I don't know, but here's the thing.
No. And it took LeBron how many years? When you break a record, you do it in less time than a motherfucker. I don't want to hear that shit. No, yes, sir. That's the NBA one poster boy. Stop that shit.
What you're doing right now.
No, you marginalizing. Don't tell me I'm marginalizing. No, I'm not.
Creating a narrative to fit your argument. That's what you're doing.
I am.
And that's revisionist history, Slick. I think that is poor
Well,
taste.
LeBron.
for
Hey,
you to do that.
okay.
And
And this is
poor
the last
quality.
that I got. We're gonna get back on boxing, but I'm gonna tell you like this, and we got 10 minutes left anyways. But I'm gonna say it like this, dog. When Jordan was on the Wizards, he had Kwame Brown, right?
Yeah.
Right. LeBron just had Carmelo Anthony. What's the eyebrow cat?
Anthony Davis.
And the one that runs down the hole, right?
Street clothes. We call them
What's
street
the one that run down the hole all wild?
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. That nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Jordan won more games with Kwame Brown
Hold on.
than LeBron won with them niggas. And it's a fact. He said AJ got robbed. But it's a fact. So,
see,
Brown
I
ain't
could come
great.
up with facts. I could come up with
Three possible Hall of Famers.
I could come up with facts to fit any argument.
The man complained about not having one. He had three.
Oh my God.
Jordan on the Wizards won more games with Kwame Brown than this nigga did with 3 Hall of Famers. And y'all gonna tell me that nigga the GOAT? Stop it.
I mean, but they did draft Gilbert Arenas to get out of that Jordan era.
At the end of the fucking day, Jordan won more games with the bust, goddamn me, and this dude had 3 Hall of Famers. So now what? Exactly. I ain't trying in an easier league at that. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. LeBron, great player. Robbie, or he a Robert Horry status, great player.
None of them
nigga great.
are greater.
That
than
nigga
Bill
great.
Russell.
He ain't no GOAT though.
None of them are greater than Bill Russell, though.
Man, that dude was the rest his soul, but that dude was the coach, man.
Before he was the coach.
That nigga said, "Give me the ball." Okay. Talk to himself the whole game. Give me the ball. I got it.
Bruh. Are you trying to say that Bill Russell is overrated?
Who said that? No,
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that he was a coach, though, for real. He was a coach.
Yes, he was a coach after. After what? After 9 championships?
He was playing. He was coaching and playing.
For the last 2, but not the first 9.
Okay. But I didn't say he wasn't the great. I'm just saying it was a different era ball, too. And goddamn me, you know, it is weird. He was still coaching. And they don't care what the last 2, goddamn it. This nigga was still coaching, bro. It could have been the first 2. It could have been in the middle. The nigga was still coaching. That nigga said, "Give me the ball." Okay. The nigga was talking to himself. You know what he was telling all the other players? You got a problem with it? Tell the coach. Oh, yeah, I am the coach. Charlie, guess what I'm doing later on? What? I'm gonna fuck your bitch. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. He was running that team, man. Who was gonna stop him?
Jordan had Pippen and Rodman, Horry, Kerr, etc. He was supposed to dominate.
And guess what? Everybody who says drop that line, I say what? Take yourself from that line, right? Go back and relive those days. Nobody knew all them dudes was gonna pan out except Pippen. Nobody knew motherfucking
Rodman was a proven commodity.
Rodman didn't come to the end though, bro. But Rodman was the beast. Now Rodman was the cheat code. That's when now y'all won't bring Rodman up. I will give you that dude was a cheat code. Okay? He was a cheat code, goddamn me. But when people name all them names around Jordan, who made those names famous?
Kerr was a proven commodity.
Kerr was not. Kerr stayed on the outside and shoot.
Kerr
and he
was
did
a
what he was told.
commodity.
He did what he was told.
He did what he was supposed to.
He did what Jordan told his ass to do.
No, it had less to do about
them
Jordan.
niggas would not been famous if Jordan didn't make them niggas famous.
God. So you saying that Kerr had absolutely no pivotality in the success of the Chicago Bulls?
I didn't say that. That's why he was outside. So I'm just saying, bro.
Revisionist history.
And what was the other dude? And he was projected to be
B.J. Armstrong.
he got pulled off practice by Jordan. I know his story like the back of my hand. He was shooting threes in the corner, and Jordan told him, "You playing today?" He told Phil, "Put him in. You better stay in the corner." And he stayed in that corner that whole game, was busting threes on everybody's ass. All right, I know how him and Craig Hodges got put in the game, but what's the cool coach?
Tony Kukoc.
He was projected to be some shit, you know.
Jordan.
Yeah, and he was projected to be some shit.
3-1. Okay, look, hold on now. This is where I got a problem.
Not today. I don't think so. I'll be real with you. I don't know, but the way these dudes be launching 3-pointers, you know, back then they wasn't on that like that. You know what I'm saying? So to take a team straight from back then, like if you could teleport that team and just drop them in a Golden State game, it's kind of like, I don't think so, because they'd be like, what the fuck going on? These niggas launching shit from half court. You know what I'm saying? It'd be something they ain't never saw before.
And then that Golden State team, you have to remember something about that team. They were not healthy all through the damn playoffs at all. If anything, Curry was about 50% in that playoffs. He had just came back from 2 sprained ankles in that playoff series, in that playoffs alone. Klay Thompson was dealing with back spasms. So was Andre Iguodala. Draymond Green.
I don't know. When you sit there and think about it, though, the matchup, though, because who control the boards is going to win that game. And that's something that teams pride themselves on more than anything back in the day. And that's something that teams do not pride themselves on today.
No, they do. It's just.
Who?
No, that's one thing that I can say about Golden State. They pride themselves on rebounding. They pride themselves on the second chance. On the second chance shot.
Bro, who you think
would run Golden State out the building? I don't think
that's
so.
What I believe so. If it's a team with the worm on that motherfucker, yeah.
Okay, then. Okay. Since we're gonna do that, 97 Chicago Bulls, 2016 Golden State Warriors.
Who was the middleman? Wasn't that the farmer boy? What was his name?
Mm-hmm. But they also had Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Golden State.
I don't think they would dog with the Bulls, but I think they would win that just because Kevin Durant.
It would go 7.
Just because just because Kevin Durant, that would be their cheat code, bro.
Because here's the thing, Kevin Durant can beat you by himself, but here's another thing, Curry can actually beat you by himself too.
See, the thing is, like y'all said, we playing by today's rules, though. But I'll tell you this, but it's like vice versa. If you took them back then, they'd lose.
I think
if you took that team and put them back in the day, they would lose.
I think any great player could play in any era. I personally think when you drop teams in different eras, you have to take into account the rules also.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Now, which rules? Now, that's not saying that Curry wouldn't go off, because we've seen games back then where Mark Price would go off.
Yeah.
Where Reggie Miller would go off.
But it was like, it wasn't as frequent because it was hard fought motherfucking ball.
Yeah.
Like, they fought for that shit.
Yeah, and the thing, and I can honestly say the one thing that was the Bulls' kryptonite on defense was the pick and roll.
True shit.
That was one thing that was their kryptonite on the.
But to go back to what you're saying, if you took Jordan and put him in the league today, he'd be king.
I wouldn't say that he would be king. I would say that he would.
He'd be dog. That dude would be at the free throw line so goddamn much. These niggas get touched. All Jordan gotta do is hold the ball like this and do one of them. Niggas be jumping all over the place, dog. Man, bro. Jordan wouldn't even be having to shoot. He'd just be at the line all day. Every whole game.
So what you're saying is Michael
they
Jordan
had to change the rules, bro.
Michael Jordan would be James Harden.
No, except that except he'll be making them foul him. He wouldn't be sticking the ball out, running down the motherfucking like a girl. You know what I'm saying?
But there are players who I believe would still get off no matter what era they played in. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not his biggest fan. I really am not a fan of his at all. I think Carmelo Anthony would have went off in Jordan's era. Carmelo Anthony would,
because he's physical though. He light leaning on motherfuckers and shit like that. Yeah, he would fit. He would fit back then. I
think no matter what you say about him, Brian would fit
and
too.
Probably would be a bigger. Brian would be soft. Well, if you took today to Brian, he'd be crying about the rules. But I tell you like this though, Brian would be in a commodity. Cause see, Brian was, I won't say a dime a dozen, but Brian was like, he's like the mailman, tall, built, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
shit like that. He would have to be playing a different style of ball. He would have to learn a different style of ball.
And that's
he would be playing what he was doing now.
Here's something else you have to take into account too: coaching.
Oh, coaches was allowed to be coaches though. Then
coaches were allowed to be coaches.
They was allowed to be coaches.
But a lot of times, coaches stagnated their players from what they could have been. I think that's the difference between now and then. Because
now it's a players' league, dog. They telling the coaches what they're gonna do and what they not gonna do.
Could you honestly imagine a Pat Riley coaching now?
No, that nigga was a G, dog.
But
some teams would be a whole lot better if he was.
Do you think? Could you imagine a Rick Carlisle coaching now?
That's too bad. Nah.
Yeah, like you get what I'm saying. Like there's certain coaches that would not be able to fit because they would not be willing to evolve because they think that their game plan is just that great. Like my team, take into account my team.
Mm-hmm.
They're different with Mark Jackson compared to Steve Kerr.
Well, Steve Kerr built. That's the only thing.
No, I'm not saying that Mark Jackson didn't build that team.
He walked into a dream.
But here's the thing: Mark Jackson wasn't letting Draymond Green start.
Oh, that's true.
He wasn't. He didn't let Curry do what Curry was good at, which is shoot. When you have a player that's good at something,
not necessarily. Curry was dropping the motherfuckers. Yes,
he was. But Monte Ellis was the pivotal point.
Okay, he was doing his job.
But
he just ran it. I get what you're saying though. He ran like traditional ball.
Yeah, instead of letting your players shine where they're good at.
Whereas old boy is more abstract.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can agree with that, bro. I can agree with that. But see, that's knowing your squad too, though. You get what I'm saying? Because like, I agree with Pop. Like Pop, the shit. You know why Pop the shit? Because you ain't about to tell Pop what you gonna do. Pop tell you go upstairs and tell. Go tell. You still gonna do what I say.
But
some teams, some players need that structure.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
But the thing about Greg Popovich, if he has a player that's good at shooting, he's gonna tell that motherfucker to shoot.
Yeah. But he has to. But the thing is,
he
has to recognize it, right? And he has to recognize he got to fit it in. Yeah, it's not gonna be just because you want to shoot. You get what I'm saying?
And that's the difference between Golden State and everybody else, because people think that those are ill-advised shots. No, those shots actually come into the flow of the offense. 5 or 6 picks, run back and forth, run back and forth, run back and forth. So about time you get there, you're tired all goddamn ready. Because this dude, I read an interesting stat. Steph Curry during one game, he runs 7 to 9 miles. So imagine what he's doing off the court.
Well, yeah, the nigga don't stop training. He train all summer and everything.
But that's when. And Klay Thompson does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, honest to God, you put anybody with these two guys, instant championship. You could put Scottie Pippen on that team and it'd be a championship team. You could put anybody. Karl Malone would eat on that team.
Oh, Karl Malone.
He would eat on that team.
Another guy who don't get props. What he was. That nigga was he was like a Brian, like not like a Brian, but he was just a physical specimen. His size and muscles was his talent. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. Karl Malone at the top of the key. Curry and Klay Thompson. The whole time. Lane's going to clear out eventually. He has a free lane for a layup. He has to just fake a pass.
I tell you, another motherfucker that get in the league, if you took him out of his prime, if you put AI can go back to in his 20s, put him in this motherfucker. Be deadly.
I think
he'd be deadly.
AI now will be surrounded with a better team. See, I think Larry Brown, actually, he helped, but he hurt AI at the same time. And front office management hurt him at the same time because your job as front office is to surround your star player with players who complement him.
Facts.
Could you imagine, just for shits and giggles, if the 76ers had Ray Allen? The drive and kick, AI driving and kicking. Ray Allen's going to take up at least 2 or 3 people right then and there because they're going to be so worried about him going off from 3.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You have to do that. It's like, so a lot of times I don't even say that players were bad or players were not great. It's just front office fails a lot of these teams. Some of these teams have such poor front offices. And like Tracy McGrady, if he would have put it like this, if he would have stayed in Orlando when they ended up getting Dwight Howard and had Rashard Lewis and Hedo Turkoglu along with Dwight Howard in the middle, that would have been a nasty. They would have beat the Lakers. They would have beat the Lakers. They really would have beat the Lakers.
Hey, say what said, if AI was 6'5", Kobe legacy wouldn't be what it is. True shit. Kobe even said it.
No, I disagree.
Kobe even said no shit.
Kobe said it, and Kobe believed it. But I disagree
that he was taller.
I disagree because front office.
Well, yeah, but that motherfucker.
You get an old Dikembe Mutombo. What the fuck is that? You give me Eric Snow.
Trill Spill.
Eric Snow.
I forgot about Eric Snow.
You give me fucking Charlie Villanueva. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? So if they would
have Fish though, he had nobody to pass to.
He was
the team, bro.
He literally was the team. He was the team. And that's what I'm saying about.
Still gave the Lakers hell in the finals, bro. By himself. By himself. They had to beat AI up in the finals, bro. And the refs was watching them get whooped on, bro. That dude was a cheat.
I remember that. The refs would say that AI be talking to him like, you're not going to call that today, huh?
Yeah, motherfucker goddamn me. I'll never forget Meta World Peace and what was the other dude on there? They was over there just doing this to him. Just hitting him. He let go of the ball. He was like, motherfucker. He went off and looked at the ref. The ref just ran off. I said, damn, they don't want that nigga to get it, dog. They don't want that nigga to get what?
Let me tell you. Another thing.
Cassell. Yeah.
Another thing. If T-Mac would have stayed in Toronto, he would have had the same exact career.
T-Mac gave Kobe problems too.
Yeah. I believe wholeheartedly that even D Wade, he wouldn't have been a champion if he didn't have Shaq.
For real?
Yeah. You got to remember, Shaq was the X factor in all that. Even though it was an older Shaq, D Wade wouldn't have got to the finals without Shaq, Gary Payton, and a few other players. Udonis Haslem, and a lot of different players. D Wade wouldn't be a champion. He would not.
Haslam
And let's be
hitting,
real.
too.
Paul Pierce, as much as people love him, he got drafted, 95, 96? He didn't win his first championship until when?
Right.
And didn't even get close to a conference finals until KG and Ray Allen.
KG and Ray Allen, right. And boy that I don't like.
So how can anybody say that Paul Pierce is a great player? I don't think he's a great player. I think Paul Pierce is one of those C-tier players. The C-tier. C-tier. I think that
a role player.
A role player. Yes. He's a role player. He's an overqualified role player.
Yeah. And Rondo. See, say what I still to this day, when they won that championship, I never saw the specialness in Rondo. I don't know what y'all see. Dude, dog. I never did.
Rondo
who is this dude missing layups, bro?
But he was controlling the pace of the game. That's something that matters. You have to be able to control the pace of a game.
That nigga was like
Polo smoking crack. How?
Nigga, true. Rondo assist and hustle. Is that what it is, bro? Assist and hustle, because that nigga was missing them layups. Bro. I was like, what is this nigga doing?
No,
bro?
It's controlling the pace. Like hold on, y'all just agree with me that Paul Pierce ain't that dude? Are you serious? Are you saying D Wade would have won a championship without Shaq?
That nigga, man, you got Chappelle hot, bro. Y'all got Chappelle. I'm gonna come in here, bro. Let's see. You got Chappelle hot. He said, "Link, please." Like, oh, they answer no more of your shit. So I get to come in. All right, come on in. Welcome one, come on. But I agree.
I mean, oh shit, that was bad.
G-Fish.
Yo, man, cocaine's a hell of a drug, man. What's up, yo? That man up here selling us dollar store steaks talking about Paul Pierce ain't the truth, yo. There's a reason why that man got a nickname. Nah, you and my guy over here, my light-skinned fellow, said this guy's a bench player. Don't fall for the machine.
I said role player.
That's they're a bench player. Hey, look, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe because everybody was holding on D Wade nuts, yo. Talking about when they got in that riff about who was better and all this other shit. D Wade got them accolades because Shaq was there. If Shaq weren't there, he'd have been another point guard handling that team, struggling because every time he goes to the cup, because every time he had the AI syndrome.
Hold on.
Hold on. You coming in hot. Yo,
Paul Pierce is not better than D Wade, bro.
Paul Pierce
is not better than D Wade. No fucking way. D Wade is the
you coming in. Look, first of all, yo, check this out, bro. You coming in hot. You ain't even letting me finish. You coming in hot and ain't even letting me finish my thought, bro.
I'm coming in hot, man. I always come in hot.
All right, well, chill out. All right, well, chill out now.
How about them Cowboys, huh? You know what I'm saying? You
I don't give a damn, bro.
You didn't say nothing all last season, though. You was MIA. Yeah.
All right, let me check this out. Look. I'm gonna give you what you want. Just be quiet for a second.
I know you hate it.
But no one gives a fuck, bro. Look, check this out. Check this out.
You give a fuck. Yeah.
I don't. I really didn't.
You was real silent. You was real silent. Every time I try to get into a Dale's chat, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even get it. What's up, Pale, or nothing. Oh, nigga,
I said what's up, yo.
You was hot like a bird.
I said what's up, man. We're not gonna make this about
you was running
nothing
high.
personal. We're gonna keep this.
No. That's what we do. We talk shit.
Yeah, these two dudes is infamous.
All right. Are you finished, Pell? Can I finish?
No, I ain't finished.
I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead, yo.
No, you got it. Come on, man.
All right, now I'm gonna address your sideline shit real quick. One, I answer your questions.
No, you
dipped out. All right, now let me get to my next point. Let me get to my next point. Can I? Are you finished?
But get to it then, mom.
All right, if you stop talking, I can get to it.
You talk too, nigga. Go ahead.
All right, now as far as your team, that you the one stuck with that team.
We beat y'all twice, though. You have nothing to say.
Fucking
Come on, man.
God damn,
come on,
bro.
Man. You have nothing to say.
I'm not about to go back and
man.
argue with you with this
Come
shit,
on, man.
bro.
We beat y'all convincingly twice last year, G-Fish. You was nowhere to be found. You was nowhere to be found. And I was looking for you, too.
Does this have to do with the Cowgirls?
I was talking about basketball, but since you going on...
we talking about everything, though.
I'm not shouting back and forth, bro. I'm gonna let you finish.
But since I got you here right now, I'm gonna be quiet. You got it.
I mean, you getting all hype and doing all that extra shit.
That's right. It's football season, bro. That's what we do. G-Fish, you remember that me and you was the same person up on Slick channel going back and forth? Where that G-Fish at, man? I need that G-Fish right now. Where he at?
Oh, whoa. D-Wade became a champ without Shaq. Yeah, but with LeBron.
He did. That's facts.
LeBron and Chris Bosh and Mike Miller and everybody else. So that's an invalid argument, little bro.
No, it ain't Polo. He did it without Shaq.
Bro. I can just call you bro because we the same goddamn age.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You finished, pal?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, now, as far as you talking to me about the Cowboys and shit,
you always bring my team up, man. You talking about the line or whatever.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You always come on. That's what we do, G-Fish.
I ain't even get this shit out.
You know we always talk shit to each other, bro. G-Fish, don't come up in here acting like, bro, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. That is what we do. We always talk shit.
Come on, let him get one in, man.
God damn, bro. Hey, look,
I've been waiting. I've been waiting on this, G-Fish. I've been waiting on you,
man.
Bro. You got
it. You don't shut up, bro. God damn. Look, we done got away from. Look, we disrupting their show and getting away from the topic. So I'm gonna handle your shit real quick.
That's what they love. Slick and Polo.
No, they really wasn't. They didn't have to drop us the link.
I'm saying what they love. I know what they like, man. Come on, man. It's made for TV. Come on, man.
All right, yo, can I finish? God,
go ahead, bro. I'll be quiet. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
All right, now I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. I know when we got hurt, it was some bullshit. I don't trust a nigga that play in a national college game and lose his job. I don't give a fuck if he went to another college and got a Heisman and then come to the Eagles. I don't believe. You got to make me a fucking believer. You can run all around the goddamn field. You can be a great team leader and all that shit that they're hyping them up to be, but you can have a deep threat. And you,
I told you that in the chat. Like, we agree on that, right? We agree on that.
But look, can I finish?
Go ahead.
God damn. He was on the team last year. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna step back and evaluate my team. I ain't about to be talking all that kind of shit because I know they in fucking rebuild mode. But the difference between me and you, I keep it a buck with my team.
No, you don't.
You don't keep it a buck. Hold up, can I finish, my nigga? Did you not want me to answer?
You know why?
Did you not want me to answer?
You want to know why you wasn't being found last year?
Did you not want me to answer?
Because my team beat your team. If your team would have beat my team last year, you would have been talking so much big shit. Stop.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't, because you know why? You know why I wouldn't give a fuck? You know why? You know why I wouldn't give a fuck? You know why? You know why I don't? You know why?
And man, come on, G-Fish, you're not gonna keep it 100 with me?
All right, man. It's the Chappelle show, man.
No, it's the Chappelle and G-Fish show right now. Because G-Fish, you're not keeping it 1,000 with me, bro.
What was the basketball stuff you had to say, G-Fish?
Yo, I'm gonna say the last other part. Who gives a fuck? That's the crazy thing about your fandom. I want my team to win the Super Bowl. You were concerned about winning the East, my nigga. You could talk all the shit you want to me. At the end of the day, nigga, you at the crib and the Rams got the ring, my nigga.
You got one ring. You got one ring, nigga. You make me sit your ass down there.
Who cares, nigga?
My team got 5. Your team got 1. So you have nothing to say about fandom. Fandom? Man, come on, man. We talking.
Hey, look, check this out. Was I not up here about basketball? I was up here about basketball.
5 rings is more than 1.
Listen to me. Listen
That's what I always get you with. What you mean? Talking about fandom.
Are you done? Are you done?
My team getting out the NFC. Nigga, my team got way more rings than your team.
Are you done?
You got 4 more to catch up, G
This
Fish.
nigga keep going. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till you get it all out.
Some bullshit.
Get up. I didn't. I'm keeping it a buck. We talking about basketball.
No, that ain't keeping it a buck.
I was trying to get the basketball, and you come and talking about some damn football, nigga.
You still talking about my team?
Cause I ain't finished. Cause you won't shut up.
Man, come on, man.
Get back to basketball, please.
Right.
God damn, yo. This nigga hype about beating a fucking Eagles.
Hey, nigga, you wasn't nowhere to be found, little nigga.
Damn.
You wasn't nowhere to be found, little nigga.
Okay, to be
Who
fair.
gives a shit, bro?
All right. We're going to take turns, man.
We're going to get back to basketball.
Damn.
You have to say this. The Eagles have been in a Super Bowl more recent than the Cowboys have.
But Polo, 5 rings is more than 1. Am I correct?
Nigga, that was the fucking 90s, bro.
Hold on, let me talk.
Bro.
G-Fish, be quiet for a minute, right? Be quiet for a minute.
Nigga, fuck that, nigga. Nah, nigga, you wanted that smoke. Nah, nigga.
Last time I checked, 5 is more than 1, correct?
Shit since the 90s, bro.
Polo. Last time I checked, 5 is more than 1, correct?
Yo, last time I checked, Bill Clinton was in office when y'all niggas won. Shut the fuck up.
5 is more than 1, correct?
But the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I wasn't even 10 years old yet.
The jury rests.
I wasn't even 10 years old yet.
Oh, hey, that's not my fault. We got 5 rings.
I wasn't even.
They got 1. They got to catch up,
bro. Okay, when it comes
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you mute this nigga real quick, man?
Okay.
Just real quick, cause I'm not even gonna be talking shit. Me and him go back and forth, right? That's my nigga. We go back and forth, right?
He mad right now.
I'm not because I'm speaking logical. I'm speaking logical about both teams.
No, you're not.
You can't. If I can't finish the fucking conversation, how do you know what I'm gonna say?
You not. Come on. I'll be quiet.
All right, check this out. Listen. You ain't been quiet the whole time, my nigga.
I'll be quiet, but you not.
All right, well, check this out. Now, in order for your team need to get out that first round.
Why you still talking about my team?
No, listen. I'm speaking logical shit. I think it's time. God damn, pal. I think it's time for y'all to get rid of Zeke and the dude what's the second running back? You a Cowboy fan now? What's the second running back on your squad? What's his name?
You an Eagles fan.
All right, man, whatever. Anyway, I came up here. Y'all niggas is crazy about Paul Pierce, yo. Y'all niggas is tripping, yo. You said this nigga was a role player, bro?
Yeah, role player.
He was.
Man, y'all niggas tripping, yo.
D-Wade way better than Paul Pierce.
What did he do
Nothing?
Before KG and Ray Allen?
He's a buzzer beater.
That's about it.
All right, so what did D-Wade do without Shaq and LeBron?
Won a championship.
I agree with
That's why you cap. That's how I know
a championship.
Keep talking and don't listen. Listen to what I said. What did he do? Stop talking, pal. I said, what the fuck did he do before Shaq and LeBron got there? You was like, he won a championship. So listen, you just sat there and said, this nigga Wade won a championship before Shaq got there.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Are you sure?
I'm sure about that. That was the first time D-Wade had ever been into the finals is when Shaquille O'Neal left the
won the championship. I don't know. I may be wrong, but I think he did.
That was Dwayne Wade's second year in the league.
Somebody looked that up.
Yeah.
Somebody
they didn't win the championship until Shaq got there.
That's what I thought.
And they brought Shaq brought,
but somebody fact checked it in.
I thought he won a championship without Shaq.
No, they brought, and that's when they brought They brought Antoine Walker. They brought Antoine Walker. They brought Gary Payton. They brought Juwan Howard. Juwan Howard I think was already there, and they brought Jason Williams in.
Wasn't Alonzo Mourning on that team too?
I think
Alonzo Mourning.
They brought him back. They brought him back. I think Alonzo went to the Raptors or some shit, and they brought him back.
That's when Alonzo was fighting that health scare, right?
Yeah.
Around that time? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then him and Shaq had beef or whatever, and they squashed it.
Yeah. I remember that. That was 2006. That was when I had graduated high school. I remember that team. Because it had Gary Payton on there running the floor. Yeah. It had Shaq as the center. D-Wade was on there. And then they had Alonzo Mourning coming off the beat. coming off the bench.
And Jay Will off the bench.
Yeah, he didn't make it. He didn't go.
Yeah, my bad. I thought he did. That's my fault.
Yeah, bro looked it up.
I thought he did though.
So yeah,
but D Wade is better than Paul Pierce though. That's fact.
But I want to hear why is Paul Pierce?
I never said that that Pierce is better than D Wade. I just feel like people be like after the D Wade shit and Draymond that people just trying to disregard his career like he trash. Paul Pierce will give people the business, bro.
Yeah, bro, he had his pivotal one-on-one and pivotal moments. I ain't gonna take that away from him, but I'm just saying like I'm not gonna say like he's the guy I'm gonna trust to carry a team.
No, at all.
And you trusting D Wade to carry a team?
Exactly. No. Yeah, I would.
No,
y'all is bugging, bro.
I wouldn't trust D Wade either.
He only got D Wade only got them to a first round playoffs, and then they brought Shaq in.
Right.
And then after they got, and then I'm sitting there like, all right, Bond. You had Garnett and Pierce or whatever, right? But you done had 2 rounds of stars that helped you to your pivotal points. Shaq came in. Then you had LeBron and Chris Bosh, my guy. Like, come on, man.
Okay, so
no doubt.
When they brought in,
do I need to pull up Paul Pierce?
Where did we start comparing it to?
KG and Ray Allen?
I don't remember saying we was comparing them to.
A healthy D
Wade is debatable.
D Wade has never been healthy.
When he was
I can't believe y'all sitting here saying Pierce is trash, yo. I can't believe that, yo. I cannot believe y'all sitting there saying.
Bruh said, can anyone tell me if Pierce had some help before KG?
Antoine
Walker was goddamn declining. They was trying to get him out of there.
I mean,
he was still a superstar though. No matter how you look at it.
And Pierce, I don't think Pierce came in at 96. I think Pierce came in not 99, 2000. He came in around when the strike happened.
Well, let's get this out of the way then. He was drafted in 98.
That was around the time of the strike.
Yeah. The strike happened the year after.
But y'all said, do I need to pull up these boys' stats, man?
Pierce had some nice one-on-one moments, some nice game, buzzer beater games. You know what I'm saying? Like he just was a player that had those moments. But to say like you gonna place your team in that man's hand and he gonna be leader, I don't see that with him though.
You're right.
But that's not saying that he garbage or anything. I didn't say
he
was a bench player.
He get bucket.
I didn't say
on
he
every
was a
team
bench
that he
player.
was on, he done got buckets, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But most of them teams like highlights where he one-on-one and all that stuff, but it ain't like he's super duper razzle dazzle or
anybody can look like good in a losing effort.
All right, no, hold on. Stop. You said razzle dazzle, so tell me your definition. You saying he don't show you no razzle dazzle, and you saying Wade shows you razzle dazzle.
That's what you're saying. Shooter, bro. Most times he's a spot up shooter, shoot off the pass.
Yeah.
But what that mean? So that's like all right, so Dirk Nowitzki trash, right?
No, what I'm saying, but there's a lot of other people that do the same thing. I'm just saying that what separates Paul Pierce amongst the pack.
All right, let me check. Let me throw another name out there then. Since you saying razzle dazzle and spot up and this, that, and the third, just like I don't believe Steve Nash should be in the top 75 NBA list.
But G-Fish, that's your opinion.
But okay, this is where we get into nuance, the gray area when it comes to impact. I can say that Steve Nash's impact on the game was a lot greater than Paul Pierce's.
That's true.
On Phoenix.
Right. Man, look, bro.
Phoenix and Dallas.
All right, he shouldn't be the one.
Yeah, and Dallas.
He shouldn't. Yo, Steve Nash won't shit without that system. As soon as he got out that system.
Right. I gotta agree with G-Fish on that right there, though.
He won't shit until he got out that system, bro.
That system was built. That he was perfect for it.
Well, so you're saying
he won't doing that shit in Dallas, and that he wasn't doing that shit in Dallas, and that's why they got him out of Dallas, and they got one with D'Antoni. He
Mhm.
wasn't
you're
doing
saying
that
that
shit, bro.
D'Antoni made.
Facts.
So are you saying that
What's wrong with that though?
there's nothing wrong with that? There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong
that's
with
what I'm
that.
saying.
Yes, it is. It's something
No, it's
wrong with it.
not.
It's something.
No,
It's
sometimes
something. It's
me and
something
Slick were
wrong with
talking
it.
about that earlier. Sometimes
It's some.
players
My bad.
can't be great in certain systems.
Right.
It's
Sometimes
something
they need a
wrong with
coach
it when
that's going
Shaq
to
is
give them
dominating that
exactly what
season,
they
bro.
want.
It's
Oh,
something wrong.
you talking about Shaq should have got that MVP?
Yup.
I agree.
I agree.
And I tell you, who else got robbed? Embiid should have been MVP this year.
I don't know
No.
about that.
Bullshit. The numbers that he was putting out, and the man played damn near with a half a face, bro. And his
No.
team was falling apart. They wouldn't
Do I
even have
think
got
that
that far if
Jokic
it weren't
deserved
for
it?
him.
No. Do I think Jokic deserved MVP? No.
Hell
But do I
Me
think
no.
neither.
do I think
Yeah, I don't even.
do I
Yeah,
think
me
that
neither.
Embiid deserved MVP? No.
How? If he the one, all right. If he the main one scoring, and he the one that dragged the Sixers to the playoffs and dragged them that far and was hurt and still dragged them, that ain't MVP worthy. It's called most valuable player.
But it's not that hard to do it in the East.
Facts.
No, that's not facts, bro. The East
That
is
is
getting
facts.
stronger. Like I
That
ain't
is
letting you
facts,
ride with that,
G-Fish.
yo.
It's not
That
that
is
hard
facts,
to
bro.
do it
Come
in
on
the
now.
East. The East is not as
Yeah.
strong as the West. It hasn't been as strong as the West in quite a while.
In years.
It was no cakewalk for the Sixers to get there, bro. Teams
No,
in the East had a higher winning percentage than last year.
that's not saying much.
It ain't.
That's not saying much at all. In my opinion, Curry should have won the MVP this season. And that's not because I'm being a homer or anything like that. It's just looking at complete impact on a team. Curry had more of an impact than Embiid did. A lot of Embiid things came on losing efforts. Those were losing efforts. Like let's not misconstrue all of this. Let's not just tell all kinds of revisionist history. And I don't think that Ja Morant should have won Most Improved Player because he was not. That means that you had to be terrible the year before. And Ja Morant was not terrible the year before.
I feel that.
Like, I think that, if anything, Joel Embiid should have got Most Improved Player. That's what I think. I think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year.
So how Embiid shouldn't have got MVP, bro?
Impact on winning.
How was he not impact on winning on the Sixers?
Because most of his big games came in losing efforts.
Are you Polo? Are you
I
serious
watched the
right now?
NBA, buddy. I'm dead ass serious.
Man, don't make me pull these damn stats up, bro.
Pull stats up?
You killing me, man. Stay off them dollar store steaks, bro. That man dragged the Sixers. That man dragged the Sixers to the playoffs, and you had that controversy about whether they was going with the Ben Simmons shit. And he said, "We don't need Ben Simmons. I got it." And he dragged them all the way to the playoffs and had half a face. And they was getting their ass whooped by the Heat, and he came back.
Yeah,
he came back, and it was
sounds like a Most Improved Player.
And
That sounds like a Most Improved Player.
Right.
What the?
That ain't MVP, bruh. Come on,
not
man.
MVP. That's most.
Y'all. Hey, look, cocaine's a hell of a drug, yo. I advise y'all.
I haven't used cocaine in 15 years, buddy.
I ain't never used that shit, but hey,
Slick,
man.
Slick, do you got the drop?
Crazy.
Slick, do you got the drop? Get some help.
Right.
Get some.
I didn't know here.
You ain't got that no more?
Sit up. I ain't got it sit up.
Get some help,
all
yo.
about that damn drop.
Bruh, you sit here saying, see, like we on YouTube. I can't say what I really want to say why Jokic got the second MVP.
I know.
Yo.
I'll say it because he's a big white boy and he reminds people of Larry Bird.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the only reason why he won it. Is he skilled? Yes. Yes, he is skilled. I'll never take that away from him.
So who should have won MVP? Who should have won MVP?
Who was my MVP?
Yeah.
It was. I had it between Curry and Ja Morant.
I can't argue that. The reason why I'm arguing the Embiid shit because they put it down between the three centers. When it came down to the end, there was the three choices, which was Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. That's what I'm basing it
Giannis
off
had
of.
more of
But
a
you
classic
absolutely right,
MVP than
Paulo.
Embiid did.
I would have gave it to Giannis. To be
I would
honest,
have gave it to Giannis over
Right.
Embiid.
right?
But
I
when
don't
it
know,
comes
man.
to impact on winning, there's very few people that you could put in that. And
Bro, the
Embiid
Sixers
just
was
showed
winning because of
improvement.
him. If you
Yeah,
took
but
him
that's
out of the
just
equation, they was
improvement.
not getting to the playoffs, yo.
I want to tell you why I have him as most improved instead of MVP, most valuable. Because if you look at the games, not this past season that happened, but the season before, a lot
Yeah.
of times Joel Embiid was not aggressive.
Right.
A lot of the time, Joel Embiid did not take the shots that he needed to take. A lot of the time, Joel Embiid did not play the bully ball necessary to get the 76ers in a conducive situation for them to win. He did that this season, which sounds like a most improved player. This is not this is what he's shown until he sustains it this upcoming season. He cannot be MVP, in my opinion. Now, Jokic, on the other hand, he did show this the season before. He showed it again this season. Giannis showed
But you know
it.
why? You know why? Embiid turned the switch. Shaq got in his shit, and it finally stuck.
Yes, as it should have. You a big dude. You a big nasty dude.
But
Play
the
like
John
a big
Morant,
nasty dude. Why
but
does
the
it take somebody who to tell you that if you've been in the league for what 5-6 years now?
because they was butthurt and thinking that they just trying to carry the new generation. And when Shaq was really like, "Yo, use your size, work in and out, don't work out and in." You know what I'm saying? So as far as Curry, John Morant shouldn't have got most improved. I don't understand now.
No, John Morant should not have gotten most improved player. He should not have.
It's a toss up between his teammate and Jordan Poole.
I wouldn't have gave it to Jordan Poole. Neither one of them. Like I said, I would have gave it to Embiid. Because if you look at Embiid splits from this season compared to the season before, a completely different player.
Exactly.
And we leaving like somebody out. We leaving somebody out, and I'm surprised Slick ain't say it.
What?
I'm surprised because you built that he on your squad. I don't know why you ain't say his name because he was in the running
DeMar
too.
DeRozan.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
He was balling, boy.
But the thing is, DeMar DeRozan isn't the sexy pick because he's a mid-range killer. He's a representation of the old way of playing basketball. It's not exciting.
Right.
That's the problem with a DeMar DeRozan. But to each his own. I appreciate what DeMar DeRozan is doing in Chicago because it's putting Chicago back on the map. And basketball is fun when the Chicago Bulls are in the playoffs.
Right.
But I will say this though. You said John Morant. I kind of agree and then I don't. When John Morant went out, they still was winning when he was out. Right?
But that's a product of good coaching.
The Curry situation, I already kind of figured out when people was already writing them off at the Lakers won. And I was just like, when they had the not the bubble, when they came back, right?
The first play-in tournament when they
he was lighting everybody ass up, and I could see he had a different mentality. You ain't knowing him for cussing the refs out. Like he was getting a little bit more grittier, right? He come into the first game of the season with cornrows and shit. I'm like, yo, he turning into a different dude. Then you start seeing his body. He ain't the skinny stuff no more.
He put on 10 pounds of muscle.
Yeah. But then people won't respect it until they went on that run last year. And people still won't. Everybody was like, yo, LeBron going to win it or Brooklyn.
Okay, I know Slick's opinion on this. I know how Slick feels about this. What is everybody else's opinion about the whole Brooklyn Nets situation?
Man, KD didn't have his opportunity to be the man. He can't do it by himself, bro. Straight up.
I think it's KD's fault.
Huh?
I think it's KD's fault. And Kyrie's fault.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm gonna tell you why. He tried to take a page out of LeBron book when LeBron went to Miami, and seeing how the Heat did their thing, and was like, all right, I got the playbook. I'm gonna take it back to Cleveland, right? He tried to do the same. He tried to do the same thing. So I don't know if people remember Steve Nash was with the Golden State Warriors, helping out as an assistant coach, not on the bench but in the background. Doesn't equate to him being a head coach at all.
Can I tell you the most ironic part about this situation?
Get some help.
The most ironic part about this situation.
I found it. No, I found it. I'm just letting you know I found it.
The most ironic part about this whole situation is when Kevin Durant got there, he said that they had to fire Kenny Atkinson, right? Kenny Atkinson ended up working for Golden State this year. He was on their defensive staff. He was part of their defensive coach, and they won a championship. And, and let's be honest, the Nets are the only team that was in the playoffs this past year who got swept.
Talk your shit,
They ain't
Polo.
play no defense.
No defense, because any two players could come together and they say, we don't even need a coach. We know what we're doing. That's the first sign of trouble right there.
Right.
And the other sign of trouble was Harden. They had no business trading for Harden. Harden is not proven. I don't give a damn if he's a superstar or not. Every situation they done put him in, he done nutted and then cried and then point the finger. You want to be the big man. You want to be the man. You don't deliver.
I agree on that.
I agree. I will concur on that. James Harden is not a franchise player.
Facts.
He is not. He is an over-glorified role player who can get hot. The only thing that separates him from Klay Thompson is the fact that Klay Thompson knows how to win.
And Klay played both sides. Play both ways.
Let me ask y'all this question while y'all brought him up. I'm glad you brought him up. Is Steve Nash is on the top 75, right?
Why is Klay Thompson not?
Yeah.
Klay should be there for sure.
No, I have a bigger problem with the top 75. I have a huge problem with the top fucking 75.
And he shouldn't be in that bitch over. He shouldn't be up. He shouldn't
Why
be
the fuck is Dwight Howard not on the top 75?
You ain't Polo.
Say it again, Polo.
Get out of my mind. I ain't even get to that point yet. Why? Why is he not on the top 75? Tracy McGrady not on the top 75 is better than
why is
Nash,
Kawhi Leonard on the top 75? He don't play.
Hey, look, I'm gonna give you another one. And I know Slick will be like, "Gee, you tripping, yo? Bill Walton shouldn't be on the top 75, my guy."
What?
No.
Derrick Rose didn't make the top 75.
What?
Hold on. Say that again.
D Rose didn't get on there.
Derrick Rose did not make the top 75.
Walton shouldn't be on the top 75.
This dude tripping.
Oh my man.
I'm sorry.
Chris Paul,
Get some help.
Wake up. Get some help.
Hey, look, did Chris Paul make the top 75?
Chris Paul made the top 75.
Why Chris Paul on it?
Hey man.
I'm dead
Howard probably not on there because they probably looking at the end of his career rather than him back in the beginning.
Exactly, Slick. So you saying that, and I say Chris Paul, and y'all looking at me crazy. Tracy McGrady better than Chris Paul, yo.
Yes.
Damn right.
And it shouldn't have took that long for Dominique Wilkins to be on the top 75.
Facts.
Dominique wasn't on there?
He went on the top 50. Him or Reggie Miller.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So now, hold up, Pell. I'm glad you said that. Now you threw me the alley-oop. This the Pell I like when you throw me the alleys. All right.
Go ahead.
Now we're talking about Bill Walton. You hitting me with that. We're talking about Dominique Wilkins, Reggie Miller, Tracy McGrady. You got all them other old heads that had no old stats and shit. These other guys eclipsed that.
So
that should have been on that list.
They should have been on.
But here's the thing: you have to put everything in its proper perspective. Also, so you're saying that Bob McAdoo does not belong on the top 75?
No, you putting words in my mouth. I see what you're doing there, player, but I'm wide awoke, man. I didn't say shit about Bob McAdoo. I clearly, The Rock said Bill Walton.
No, but I'm just
The
saying.
Rock said Bill Walton there, son.
In its proper perspective. Proper perspective. During their time of play, were they or were they not great?
Hey, man. What that got to do with the other players that I said? Were they not great?
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying, but it's all about perspective. Proper.
No,
perspective.
it's not. It's not perspective. It's the same reason. It's the same.
Listen, how they not on there, bro?
Listen. I'm gonna say it real quick. 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 The reason why they up there is the same reason why Steve Nash up there, bro.
Hell no.
Okay,
G-Fish, you got a point. You got a point.
Hold on now. I will say this, and this may sound controversial, but Klay Thompson and Dwight Howard deserve to be on there more than David Robinson did.
I don't know.
Hold on. I want to go back to Nash. Because I always catch a lot of fire for that. And the reason why, because I want to bring Klay Thompson. That man got 4 rings. And he ain't on that joint. You got a dude that was built off a system and got a petty MVP.
75 player. You can't stay on the court.
Who?
Dude, that boy injury prone for real. Injury prone for real.
Right.
I don't think we should go off of that shit, man. I think it's your impact and the numbers that you put up when the time that you had it.
Anthony Davis is on there?
Yeah, that's another one. Mr. Glass shouldn't be on the top 75, niggas.
I did see David Robinson play. I saw David Robinson play.
Anthony Davis. Street clothes shouldn't be on that bitch, yo.
Street clothes shouldn't be on that bitch.
Hey, look, and when the Lakers, you know how when they do the announcements and shit, he should have his shit like baseball, and they be like, and now Anthony Davis change clothes and go.
Now, okay, I know all you guys are a little bit older than me. Do you think that Bernard King belonged in the top 75?
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
He didn't make the top 75.
That's my whole point, brother. You making my point.
Who makes these lists, man?
Right.
You making my point, man.
Be subjective to somebody's personal list or some shit, man.
And why Penny Hardaway not in the Hall of Fame, yo?
Penny Hardaway didn't make the top 75. Right.
Oh, Penny should be up on 75. Oh, man,
he should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's blasphemy right there, bro.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Fucking 75.
Hall of Fame. He should be up there for sure.
Jason Kidd's in the top 75.
Yeah, that's I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Jason Kidd did his thing on any team that he was on. He made an impact.
Does Sam Cassell belong in the top 75?
Nah.
Because here's my opinion. I think Robert Horry belongs in the top 75.
Mr. 12 rings? Don't he got like 12 rings?
I honestly believe, because Robert Horry actually did have an impact on winning.
Yeah, he was clutch.
Facts.
Yeah, he was clutch.
A lot of the teams that he was on would not have won championships without him making his pivotal shots.
Swear to God. I say he clutched them
Look, because we guessing right now. Can you pull up the list?
I'll have the list right here.
They ain't got nothing crazy like Deathless Shrimp on the damn list, do they?
Who?
Deathless Shrimp.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shrimp was a bad boy though, but I
don't believe that Tiny Archibald belongs on the. I don't believe Tiny Archibald belongs on the top 75. I don't think so. I don't think Giannis
you looking at the screen like we crazy.
Yet. I don't think Giannis belongs on the top 75 yet.
But I don't know, but I'm just flabbergasted when I heard D Rose wasn't on there. Like how?
Right.
Nope.
I'm still stumped.
Hold up. You need to hit the button on yourself there, son. You hit the button on me, and you asking about D Wade, and I told you Bill Walton should be on there, and you hit the button on me. He the reason why his ass ain't on there. He taking up a slot.
Well, that is, yeah, he got
Charles Barkley belongs on the top 75. Charles Barkley belongs. I
for
think
sure.
Moses Malone belongs on the top 75. Karl Malone belongs on the top 75. Julius Erving belongs on the top 75. Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Magic Johnson, like Kareem, all these names belong on the top 75. But
too much black.
Bob Cousy, I don't think Bob Cousy belongs on the team anymore.
But you see, I ain't say nothing about Dirk though. I ain't
Dirk
say
is
nothing
on
about Dirk. Dirk
Dirk
deserves
deserves to be on there though. He deserves to be on there for sure.
Mm-hmm. I honestly believe Chris Webber belongs on the top 75.
Facts. He does.
Man, Chris Webber they was
Couldn't
shitting
call
on him to get in the
timeout
Hall
right.
of Fame.
Couldn't even call timeout right.
Hey man, I can't let you slide with that, man.
Bro, he did it in college and he did it in the
Hey,
NBA.
Polo, I don't mean to cut you off. I can't let that man with the blasphemy. He the reason why you was out this bitch wearing black socks and long shorts, bro.
That's cool, but I'm telling you,
Don't disrespect that man.
You
man.
can't make the same mistake twice and call yourself smart. I'm just saying,
bro. The top 75 list is a debatable list.
It is.
It is.
I think that's why they did that shit. Because I don't think they was like, we gonna put this shit out there and make motherfuckers mad.
It's controversial, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think Damian Lillard belongs on the top 75 list.
Whoa.
What? Are you serious?
I don't think Damian Lillard belongs on the top 75 list.
I do.
I don't.
That boy Dame hard, bro.
That boy go hard.
My boy Dame is hard.
Dame go hard, bro. He just on the sappy team. He care about the money more than the ring.
Yeah, Dame.
I don't think John Havlicek belongs on his top 75.
You said who?
John Havlicek.
I ain't here.
I don't think George Gervin belongs on the top 75.
The Iceman? What?
The Iceman?
I don't.
Come on.
Hey, man,
he did most of his damage in the ABA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Still, you got to give it to him.
No, you don't. It's called NBA, not ABA.
The Iceman was a bad boy. Y'all.
Hey, what source you looking at, Polo?
I'm looking at the ESPN top 75. This is the people who made it.
No, Harris asking. He wanted to know so he can look.
Yeah, it's the ESPN top 75. It's the NBA.com top 75 put together by ESPN.
Hey, y'all, let me charge my phone up for a minute, though. I'm going to try to get back on here if y'all still up.
That's what's up. Hey, thanks for coming on, Spill.
Oh, for sure.
They didn't revise the list. It was already
they just
the
added
top
25 extra players.
Yeah,
that's all they did. And I honestly do not believe that Damian Lillard belongs on the list yet.
Can I ask you this, Polo, since you got the list there? All right, so you got the top 50, right?
I have the top 75. I don't have the top 50.
I'm just saying, just follow me. So you got the top 50, and then they added the 25. Start from where they added the 25. The
Ray
new player.
So it's not a revised list. They just adding.
They're just adding. Like,
now we're making sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got Ray Allen, you got Giannis, you got Carmelo, Kobe, Steph, Anthony Davis, which does not belong there at all.
So that's the White Howard. The White Howard should be there over him. All right, go next.
You got Tim Duncan, Tim Duncan belongs on this list. Tim Duncan, in all honesty, Tim Duncan is a top 10 player of all time.
Silent assassin. That dude has no face expression.
Kevin Durant, Patrick Ewing, Kevin Garnett. Let's see, James Harden does not belong on this list.
Get him out of there. Assassin.
So who you replacing James Harden? Let's replace him now. Who you replacing him with?
Who would I replace James Harden with?
D-Rose.
T-Mac.
D-Rose.
T-Mac will be on there before D-Rose. I'll put T-Mac on before D-Rose. But I mean, either one.
Either.
And I would even put Vince Carter on this list.
Damn, I forgot
about
Vince Carter. Definitely replacing him.
Beast man.
I would put Vince Carter.
But you know why? You know why Rose? You know why Rose is it won't just because of the injuries. LeBron overshadowed.
But
when Rose was supposed to get his flowers,
motherfucker.
What Rose was getting his flowers, the whole world was LeBron when Rose was killing shit.
Mm-hmm. Like,
and that's why Rose,
mark, though.
And that's why Rose told LeBron when he was shopping around, he told the Bulls we don't need him.
Right.
Which was a mistake.
Not really, because then when he got to Cleveland, what Rose do when he got to Cleveland with LeBron? Because that's what was going to happen.
Yep.
If LeBron would have came to the Bulls, it wouldn't have been Rose's team.
Yep, it would have been LeBron's. And that shows. I remember that. I was like, I hope he do not go to the Bulls.
Like, I don't think Earl the Pearl Monroe belongs on this list. I don't.
Man, hey, look, I'm gonna just tell you this though. You better hoping ain't no old heads watching that shit. Or you need to be watching your back tomorrow. Cause old heads will goddamn slap their ass. You say something about the Pearl, boy. And I'll play that shit.
And I'll neck chop the hell out these old motherfuckers. Let's see how your esophagus holds up to my cheek. Akeem belongs on this list. He belongs on here. Robert Parrish, like I said, belongs.
But this the extra top 20, this the extra 25?
The extra 25 was going to give you more current players like the Steve Nash, the Shaquille O'Neal, the Gary Paytons.
No, Shaq was already on there.
Yeah, read them. That's what we
Shaq was already.
Who don't belong in that top 25 they put on there.
Yeah, Shaq was already. They was mad when Shaq made the first 50.
Okay. Well, does Paul Pierce belong on this list?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't sound confident at all.
Sir. I did. What are you talking about?
Sound confident
Bruh, did he not put a banner? Did he not put a banner up?
Did
he not? Man, but was he not the face? Was he not the face of the Celtics?
After KG got there, no.
Bruh, he was still the face of the Celtics, yo.
Instant replay. That dude said, "Do you think Paul Pierce?" He was like, "Yeah." Like it was. You didn't
I know. I'm sure. I'm sure he on the top 75, yo.
John Stockton belongs on there. Do we agree with that? John Stockton belongs on this list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? What?
I hate Utah. Nobody played with them on Live or 2K, but go ahead.
Wes Unseld does not belong on the list anymore.
I wouldn't say that shit, yo, because he got the Bullets champ. He got him a chip. And he was an impact player on the Bullets.
Yeah, the Bullets. They're not even the Bullets anymore.
But see, Polo, you read it. Russ Unseld wasn't just, he couldn't have been just, oh yeah, he was at it. You right, go ahead.
This is 25, you still reading?
Yeah. What's the Unseld was added on the 25 because he wasn't on the first 50, I don't think.
No, he was not. Dwayne Wade. He belongs. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
All right, next.
But James Worthy?
Don't do
Man,
that.
you already know why he up there.
That's rules.
He a Laker, bro.
Yeah, that's rules.
Reggie Miller is on the list.
Yep.
People be trying to debate Reggie Miller. I be like, yo, man, are y'all serious? I'm dead serious. People be debating Reggie Miller. I'm like, man, y'all crazy as hell.
Nah, Reggie got
here's a question. Out of Jason Kidd and Steve Nash, who deserve to be on that list?
Are you really asking me that? Jason Kidd.
All right. That's why I'm looking at him savage like, is he playing?
What the fuck? Jason Kidd done had more of an impact on every team he done been on, old, young, and old.
Here's one that I believe Dikembe Mutombo belongs on here.
I can see it.
I believe Alonzo Mourning deserves to be on here.
How? Did you not just shit on Mutombo?
Yeah, but he got the Philly when he was old. I mean, you can't compare a 2002-2003 Dikembe to a 94-95 Dikembe.
Right.
You can't do it. It's not the same player. Like
no.
Pistol Pete Maravich. I've personally went on YouTube and watched a lot of the things that he did.
I'm not hip.
And no, he was not that guy to me. Rick Fox does not belong on this goddamn top 75 list.
Rick Fox not on there, bro.
He does not. No, he's not.
Oh, Sassy.
Who said? Somebody in the chat said that.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat. That's some Lakers shit right there. That's some Lakers shit.
That nigga belong on the stories. Where he at?
Like
on the soap opera.
He belong on the game.
I think Michael Finley belongs on this list. I really do. I think Mike Bibby belongs on this list.
Nah.
What?
Nah, because you can't put everybody in that 25 list. Some people gonna get weeded out. And a lot of them players that you name ain't fucking with Klay Thompson, yo.
So you telling me that Tim Hardaway ain't fucking with Klay Thompson?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Tim Hardaway nice as a motherfucker. He got the hardware. He got 4 rings, and he's a threat.
You know what? I respect that. And I love Klay.
And I fuck with Tim Hardaway.
Not on the top 75.
Grant Hill should be on the top 75.
I don't think so.
Grant Hill was a damn problem. If Grant Hill didn't get hurt, if Grant Hill didn't get hurt, it would have made it harder for Kobe to take over the league.
Here's the thing: if you have to put "if" in front of it, that's where you get your answer.
Then he ain't on there.
If you have to put "if" in front of it, hypothetical. But tell me this: if he didn't get hurt, it would have made it hard for Kobe to take over after Jordan. I don't think that Grant Hill would have had the impact that he should have, because you have to look at the systems that he was in. Pistons, it was him or bust. Where else did he go? He went to Orlando, right?
No, stop. I'm not talking about Orlando. That's when he got hurt. He was out that bitch giving work to the point where MJ respected that shit.
Yeah,
he was out there busting ass.
Respect is one thing. This is another. I don't think that.
I'm gonna let you get it. Move it along.
I don't think Chauncey Billups belongs on the top 75 team.
Are you just throwing names out, or Chauncey Billups on the top 75?
No, he's not. It was a question from Say What. I don't think Chauncey Billups belongs on there. No. Hell no. Hell no. Chauncey Billups, you can only attest Chauncey Billups to 2 seasons in the NBA that are actually memorable.
Right. What about Rasheed?
Rasheed Wallace? Let me look.
You see, everybody throwing these names in. Let Polo get through the list, and then you do the add-ons.
Or Ben Wallace. Neither one of them are on the list, and I don't think that they deserve to be on the list.
And look, I think when the chat is throwing their names, like throw your names in the chat or whatever, right? But replace them when we get to that questionable person.
I think you could replace Lenny Wilkins with like a. Who would I replace Lenny Wilkins with?
And are they doing this by positions too? We got to take account for that.
Yeah, that's true.
So Lenny Wilkins was a 2-guard, right?
Yeah.
So who are you replacing Lenny Wilkins with?
That's who I would replace with fucking Klay Thompson then.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe that Grandmama didn't even make this list.
Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Nah, he shouldn't make the list.
He shouldn't make the list.
He should be in the Hall of Fame, but he shouldn't make the list.
I think
because
Chris Webber.
his
I
impact
really
years,
think that Chris Webber belongs on this list.
his impact years got cut short. He had an impact with Charlotte, and then when he went to the Knicks, them back problems killed him.
That's true, and he gained a lot of weight. He did gain a lot of. I believe Muggsy Bogues belongs on this list. No.
Nah.
Okay, Spud Webb at least.
Nope.
I could put Spud just because that nigga was incredible.
I ain't putting Spud out there.
I'll put him on here over Russell Westbrook.
That's another one that need to come off.
I'll put Harold Miner on there before Westbrook.
God damn. So who you replacing Westbrook with?
Harold Miner. We traded him for Harold Miner.
Man, you capping.
I will replace him with Adrian Dantley. Adrian Dantley could replace him.
Who the fuck is that?
Brandon Jennings.
Man, you don't get the fuck out of here. Look, y'all. Hey, look.
So no bad boys on that team?
No bad boys? Shit, I'll put Peja over him. Fuck that. Peja goddamn had an impact, goddamn it.
What about Rick Mahorn? Rick Mahorn had an impact. No, you don't like him. You just don't like him.
I fuck with Rick. But nah. It's only two Pistons. It's only two Pistons that should be on that list. Is the backcourt.
What about Kevin McHale? Paul Gasol belongs on this list.
Yeah, so we just said the same thing.
Paul Gasol belongs on here before Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale had a goddamn impact with Larry Bird on the Celtics.
Yeah, Tony Parker deserves to be on the top 75 list. So does fucking Ginobili. Ginobili belongs on the top 75 list.
Larry Hughes should be on the top 75 list.
Larry Hughes? If that's the case, then Glenn Rice belongs on here.
I'm fucking with you, man. Ain't no way Larry Hughes got down hitting no top 75.
Sam Bowie belongs on here. If that's the case, shit.
So who's the next? Who's the next on the list that's on there?
Bill Cartwright.
Don't. Just don't.
It's good old Bill.
Does Kevin Durant actually belong on this list?
Yes. Impact, and he got down. He a killer
in the right situation.
No, he a killer. He gonna get you a bucket regardless of any situation he in. He gonna get you a bucket. Yeah.
But does it lead to winning?
Yes, because they was winning when they was in OKC. And you put him in the right situation, he took the load off of Steph.
That's true. I'll give you that. He
if you think about it, he actually saved Steph 2 years of his body.
Well,
that's less that he had to drive in the hole.
Way to look at it, right?
That's a different way of looking at it. It is
because he's gonna demand a triple and a double team, and you can't leave Steph out. But then you ain't gonna let Durant come in there and bang that bitch neither. So that's why the Golden that 2 years in Golden State, that team was dangerous. Super dangerous.
Does Elgin Baylor belong on this list?
See,
you think so?
You can't take all the old people off of that joint.
Elgin Baylor play though.
You can't take all. This is what I'm gonna stop. Like, we can't take all the older guys that wasn't in our era off of it, because then it make it seem like we only putting the guys that we grew up watching and as an adult.
A recency bias. I got you. Well, I mean, there were some players that were balling though.
Say what said Clay lighting the load, not KD.
He said who?
Clay lighting the load.
Clay lighting the load because he had to guard the best man every night, which made Curry a liability. But as far as
which is actually
KD,
deceptive.
with KD, either player demands a double team. So it's like pick your poison. So if you double team Curry, KD could shoot the three, and he can get a bucket mid range, and he could bang that joint. So it's like at that night, it's on some we gonna get beat by, or we gonna put it this way: who would you rather get hot, KD or Steph from 3-point?
I think out of all of them, you don't want Clay to get hot, because when Clay gets hot,
I see that wasn't the question. I'm just talking about them two. We know what Clay going to do. That's what makes it. That's why I said him going to Golden State. It basically helped both of them. It helped him get his ring. It helped him get his ring and to play a system that where he ain't got to think. This is ball movement. But
if
he demands a triple.
If KD gets hot, he gonna hit you from all aspects of the floor.
Fact.
He's gonna hit you from all aspects. He's gonna drive the lane. He's gonna pull up from mid range, and he's gonna bust your ass in three. But if Steph gets hot, he's letting that motherfucker go from half court. Just going.
Hey, did you see that interview when they said what's his name, Iggy? They said they was on the bench, right? And Draymond he was mad, and he was like, yo, he always get mad and be cussing out people. And he was like, who he talking to? And then Steph was like, I don't know. And then he addressed it to Steph. He was like, yo, we know it's Steph Curry show, but we the Warriors. Pass the ball, you shooting ill-advised shots. And he said, this one, he said they knew Curry was getting into being Curry, right? Which was the bubble thing, right? He said, and I'm gonna shoot it. And he told Draymond, and I'm gonna shoot it again. On some, I don't give a damn if I miss. I'm gonna shoot that bitch again. Before Curry wouldn't do that. He, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the muscle. But then when he came into his own, like, man, who you talking to, nigga? I'm David Ruffin, nigga.
I love the new attitude with Steph. I actually do love it.
You see how this is the most shit he done talked ever in his NBA career. He been talking shit non-stop.
I can't wait till Christmas. I gotta see that Golden State versus Grizzlies game. Oh my God. And it's gonna be in Memphis. Slick, we might have to go. That
nigga gonna Draymond gonna have a box cutter in his sock.
Hey, look. So look, I can say this now.
He gonna cut that nigga going up.
Hey, look, I can say this now. Capel ain't over talking me, right? I wasn't too enthusiastic about my team. Like, I know I'm gonna keep it a buck with my team. If they stink, they stink, and I ain't gonna sit here and be delusional about them. But to me, in the last 2 to 3 years, the NBA been more exciting than me with all these storylines and all the pieces moving. I've been more excited about the NBA than the NFL. Like when the Bulls got DeRozan and they got the ball, I was like, man, hold up, I'm gonna start watching some Bulls games. And then you looking at
LaVine can jump his ass off.
Then you started paying attention more. The storyline with Charlotte, can they put it together with the young ball? Then you looking at what's the Lakers gonna do? All right, can Steph Curry and them put the band back together? Will Dame finally make that next step? Will the Knicks goddamn fix their problems? It was so many storylines in the NBA last year. It was like that shit was better than the NFL to me.
And see, the thing about the NFL that's different, you have people who are more willing to create narratives for the NBA, trade rumors and all this different type of shit. The NBA, the players will actually come out and say that the shit's not true compared to the NFL.
But was you more glued to the NFL or the NBA this past season?
The NBA. Yeah, the NBA. Like, because I'm from Kansas City, so my team is the Chiefs. The only thing that they're talking about now for as this season is, oh, the offense is going to be garbage without Tyreek Hill and all this. I'm like, bruh, no, this was already plans in the making for if he was gone or not.
But look, before you get into that, you know who your head coach is, right?
Andy Reid.
All right, so I already knew what y'all was gonna do. You only got a certain amount of years and that money before Andy Reid go find another you. Tyreek Hill is AKA Deshaun Jackson.
Replaceable.
Yeah, that's how Andy Reid rolled, because it's about his West Coast offense.
Yeah, that he learned from Mike Holmgren, Mike Holmgren got it from Don Shula and all these other type of players.
Because look, before that, your quarterback, Alex Smith, got him to the playoffs. Next year, gone.
Yeah.
True shit right there.
Yeah.
Out of there.
And it's no hard feelings. I just wish Tyreek would stop lying and saying it was numbers being messed up and all this different type of shit. Bro, just say you wanted the money.
I thought he did. He took the money the last time they paid him. After y'all won the Super Bowl, y'all paid him. He must have wanted an extension.
He wanted to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league. He wanted to get what Devontae got from the Raiders.
See, I don't want to talk. Well, see, like, it's a catch-22 because Slick might kick me off the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, go ahead, man. But we finna do some final thoughts, man.
All right.
Man, so
Green Bay, I don't know what the fuck they doing, man. It was on some. It's on some.
You right? See, you right.
No, look. No, not you. You hear me out. You let Devontae Adams go because you want to pay him the money, but you wanted to make sure you paid. It's kind of like your quarterback got the same gift that the Lakers gave Kobe in the last run.
You know what? Y'all gonna see. Fuck y'all. You probably,
I'm not even hating, bro.
Oh, y'all find something every fucking year. But you right though. You right. I'm just letting you know. But y'all can't wait to say it. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not. No, I'm not. I don't even hate
something with Green Bay.
I don't even have hatred for Green Bay. I think it's both sides. They don't want to move on yet and try to groom somebody else, which is understandable.
No, he ain't. He ain't the dude.
Who?
Jordan Love is not that dude.
No. I'm saying. I understand where they coming from. Is like you ain't ready to groom yet, but because you got this guy, right? But then this guy is so much of a fucker. He's more of a diva than the guy that you had before him.
He's worse than Brett. He's worse than Brett.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, look, Aaron, your main objective, fuck that MVP. Your main objective is to get back to the Super Bowl. Take the pay cut to pay Devontae and to get other players.
He did take one. They didn't get nothing for him.
No, he just signed an extension.
No, I'm talking about the last contract he had. He took a pay cut. They said it was supposed to get him O-line. They didn't get nothing. They didn't do nothing. Don't know where the money went. So I think that's why he's like, you know what, bitch, y'all gonna pay me. They got my ass whooped. That was fucked up though, bro.
That was.
Nigga, we didn't have no defense and no O-line. That's what he took the cut for.
I don't know, but y'all niggas souped up on this year's man. And the season ain't even started yet, y'all.
You ain't lying. And why everybody playing with my team? I see that shit. Everybody.
I hate that shit, yo.
Everybody playing with Green Bay. Everybody that's playing that shit.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, Green Bay, Buffalo. I couldn't find a motherfucking Buffalo Bills fan. And don't try to blame it on Griselda and West Side Gun and shit. Everybody jumping on goddamn Buffalo. And everybody playing
with that game. That divisional game against.
And you know they playing with the Chiefs. They playing the Chiefs, Buffalo, Cincinnati, and the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody running with Tampa. Ain't nobody running.
No, people play with Tampa. They just
changed the playbook.
Yeah, that's
shit. I played with the Eagles and changed the playbook. I picked the Chiefs playbook. Fuck that. Did you see the Eagles playbook?
Cheater,
that shit is 85%. Listen, That shit is 85% run with that weak ass running back we got.
But that's your team.
Sir.
That's your team, though. Play with your team shit, man.
Hey, look, check
that's
this out.
cheating.
All right, check this out, and I'm gonna break it down real quick. I told you my guy, he can't throw the deep ball, and he ain't accurate. So I took that shit because there's a whole in that West Coast offense. There's a whole bunch of goddamn dink and dunk fucking slants and shit. That's as far as Hurts is.
Man,
Hurts is trash, bro.
Would you rather have Hurts or Tua?
I'll take anybody. I'll take you as the quarterback on the fucking Eagles. Fuck Hurts, man. Hey, look, bro, he got to make me a believer. Look, check this out. On both of your teams, right? And y'all was in the Eagles position, and they had the draft board, and they was like, look, man, we going after Hurts. And then you dig his background up, he fooled us. That motherfucker fooled us. That nigga cut his dreads off, went to another college and won the Heisman, and people forgot it was him. I forgot. I was like, that's the motherfucker with the dreads that lost his spot in Alabama during the championship game? Hell no. Hell no.
Rebuild his identity.
I think Buffalo is actually going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Did you see how you changed that subject, yo? Do you believe in the quarterback that lost his job in a national championship?
I mean, that's an iffy thing because people, well, you can say the same thing about a lot of these different quarterbacks because look at Baker Mayfield. He was originally at Texas Tech. Who took his job? Patrick. I mean, let's look at all these other quarterbacks. Do you know who the quarterback was before Aaron Rodgers was at Cal? Exactly. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows because he took his job and the dude got kicked off the team. Right. So, I mean, I don't know. But
hey, little bro, we ain't all be trying to get on that, man. Nashville Titans Denver game.
Where's it going to be?
Trying to go to some KC games.
It's going to be in Nashville or Denver?
I don't know.
What's it say? I'm trying to go to Nashville Titans game and Denver game.
With Titans and Denver games in Nashville. We gonna figure it out. May go KC.
Hell, both them teams gonna be here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Shit.
We play the Titans and we play the
do some live do the show from out there.
Can't stand.
Man, I ain't worrying about no damn. I'm worrying about this NBA, man. You see Melo got the rock chain, yo.
He got a Rockefeller chain?
Jay-Z gave him a Rockefeller chain for his 21st birthday.
I wouldn't did that shit. Oh, Snoop Dogg gave Curry a Death Row chain?
Yeah.
That nigga was high too, bro. Go look at that picture. Steph was high as fucking tight in that picture, bro. Zoom in on that motherfucker. That nigga eyes red in the motherfucker, bro.
Hey, look, Team Light Skin, man. Y'all been leading light skin motherfuckers along, man.
That nigga was high as hell.
Hey, the way Steph been moving, he the darkest nigga in the room.
Hey, man. What that nigga Drake say? I'm a light skinned nigga.
But I'm still a dark nigga.
Yeah, light skin.
Like,
a little dark nigga.
Steph is literally in his black Air Forces.
It was that, man. It was that motherfucking, that commercial. That's what did it. This ain't no church boy. Remember that shit? You don't remember that?
Yeah, the Babyface Assassin.
Yeah. They was doing that Westbrook, trying to hide that Westbrook versus him.
Oh yeah, I'm biased anyway though. I was on my light skin shit. I was like, yo, fuck y'all niggas, man. It's Team Light Skin, goddamn. Every time Curry was busting ass this season.
Bruh. Yeah.
Nigga said baby niggas winning.
He's my rigger for the MVP next season. I just got to give it to him, unless LeBron do something phenomenal.
I don't think the Warriors is going back. The NBA is going to go ahead. They probably cooking it up now. A good stimulus package for the Lakers.
I think they are too. I actually think the same damn thing, G-Fish. I think they're going to do something in order. It's almost going to be like the Western Conference Finals between the Sacramento Kings and the Lakers.
And look, I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna call it now. No, I'm gonna call it now. Kyrie gonna end up on the Lakers, and watch Durant wind up on the Celtics. The NBA really want another
Lakers
farewell
versus Celtics.
or Lakers versus Sixers, y'all.
Oh, damn.
That Lakers Celtics ring more bells though.
It brings in more viewership.
Yeah.
Nah, but the Sixers is in that category too, because that's when Magic won his first ring off the Sixers.
No, it is. It is. I'm just saying, but that's just.
I mean,
Celtics Lakers is something that everybody know about, like even the youngsters. You know
Because they tied up 18-18.
Yeah.
If James Dolan could get his shit together, I think the NBA would really love to see a Knicks Lakers finals.
That go hard too, but Knicks got to know how to play though.
Mm-hmm. Boston's biggest problem is Jason Tatum. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It be seeming like he got the green light, then sometimes it's like he don't. He be like hesitant to do what he want to do. But then when it's crunch time, he do the shit. He just need to be on go the whole time. Shit.
Nah, he played excellent in the finals.
I don't
know.
What you mean?
He didn't come through when they needed him though.
Exactly. He did what he needed to do. Slick, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
He exactly who he thought you was. So
I was only going for him because he's a St. Louis boy, man. I wanted him.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I forgot.
Bro,
hey,
I'm not a Celtics fan. You know that.
But no, but you know what's his name messed that up though. You know he should have took his ass to the Celtics instead of re-signing with the Wizards.
Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal. I think Bradley Beal is just content with getting his money.
Getting that money. He just getting the money.
Cause that extension that he
feel like
got,
he'd have been in there this long, ain't got no ring.
Shit, you'd have had two Lou boys on the Celtics. That shit would have been nasty, yo.
Yeah, they'd have had security.
They wouldn't have won shit.
That shit.
What you mean? Yo, Bill is a threat, yo.
Yeah, Bill still is.
Bill, it's easy to look good when you're the best player on a bad team.
Yeah,
he was doing this thing when Wall was on that bitch.
John Wall is not good.
And you still got to play against good teams, though. He still was doing this shit, getting his numbers. So
I'm glad you said that, Polo. But Bradley Beal out there tearing motherfuckers new asshole on the Clippers. Make sure your ass pop up on the channel talking that shit.
Bradley Beal
bring
is not going
steaks
to the Clippers. The Clippers have to be one of
John
the
Wall on the
overrated
Clippers.
fucking teams. Fuck the Clippers.
John Wall on the Clippers.
Yeah. John Wall can't even get on the.
Are you listening to the starting lineup? Are you listening to their starting lineup, bro? It's John Wall, Jackson, PG, John Wall, Jackson, PG, Leonard, and then what's the old boy? The white boy. What the fuck is his name? The white boy that came from the Lakers.
Zubac or something like that. Zubac. That team sounds good 7 years ago. 7 years ago, that's a phenomenal team. But Kawhi Leonard can't stay on the court. Paul George comes and goes. Reggie Jackson will shoot you out of a game, and ain't nobody checking for Zubac. Honestly.
I don't know. I still think the Warriors are going to be dangerous, but then they're going to get clipped up because if you think about it, Dre needed that year off, almost a year off. Steph needed them months off, and Klay needed them 2 years because you think about it, when they went on a run, they didn't just stop. They went to the Dream Team, and they was going deep into the summer with the finals every year. They needed a break.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I say that the injuries that happened were a blessing in disguise. While everybody else was saying they ain't never going to win another championship and all this different type of shit. I'm a realistic Warriors fan. I think they have one more championship in them.
Hey, look, why you said that? Because it was a point that y'all brought up. Damn, was it? I said in the chat, people didn't account for Jordan Poole in the finals, and Celtics didn't account for Jordan Poole. and they didn't account for Gary Payton. And the biggest person that they didn't account it for was Looney to get 22 rebounds.
Andrew
Wiggins too. Wiggins too. But before Wiggins, before Wiggins,
through the playoffs.
Hold up. Before Wiggins started getting rebounds, Looney got them. When they lost that game, Looney got them, came out of nowhere, and he gave you at least 13, 14.
2020 game.
Yeah.
He gave you a 2020. And I'm not discrediting that. But when you look at the impact, Andrew Wiggins had more of an impact than Looney did.
From the time the jump ball, that motherfucker was on par.
Andrew Wiggins was booming on. I know Minnesota's kicking themselves in the fucking. See, this is a prime example of what me and Slick be talking about. Sometimes a player is not a bust.
Yeah,
they were just drafted to a poor situation.
Yeah, or they unhappy.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't think Karl Anthony Towns is ever going to win anything.
I still think they shouldn't have gave up. They shouldn't have gave up GP, but they had to, because when I seen on that thing how much they like, because I'm thinking like the Warriors, they don't care about going in the higher tax bracket.
They don't care about the luxury tax,
but they do.
That it got fined.
That's why he got fined, because they still paying off that stadium. Like, I don't know if y'all get a chance to watch that podcast, how they paid for the stadium or whatever. They didn't use the city; they paid out of pocket, and they owned the land. And they got, I don't know how they did it. They got the land on like a 30-year mortgage, like a house. And what they did is they rolled the tickets. Like if you buy season tickets or whatever, you basically put like 30 grand whatever into the pot or whatever, and they got to pay the people back on the loan.
Kelly Oubre was necessary for the rebuilding year. That's basically what Oubre was necessary for.
Basically, what they did was they took a page out of baseball teams when they want new stadiums. Mm-hmm. They went to the package. People basically own a part of the stadium, but they got to pay that back.
You know, Green Bay been doing that though.
Yeah,
they do that here too.
Yeah, Green Bay been doing that. You own
like if
I own like 2%.
If you have to do it consecutively here, like say for instance, I buy season tickets this year. If I keep doing it for 5 years, then I get stake in the team, whether it's like 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, or something like that.
Yeah,
I get that. I would get that, but I'm not paying $3,000 for no season tickets.
They got mad. They got reason why he brought it up, because they brought up how people in Oakland was mad that they left. They said they didn't want to leave Oakland, but the mayor of Oakland wouldn't return their calls on the new stadium. And the first time that they called San Fran, they had a meeting within 2 days. And that's how that happened.
He's done. Oladipo. What you talking about Oladipo for? Like as much as like, y'all talking about the game. What y'all talking about?
It said Oladipo done too.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be getting back in basketball this year. I ain't watched much of it last year, shit, because we had a bunch of shit going in and out of town and shit. But I'm definitely gonna be on it this year.
Bruh, I was watching your team. That shit had me jumping on the NBA package. I come home, like, I watch some of the Bulls game, then I would jump to the Hornets, and then by the time I was done with that, if I can catch a Brooklyn game, and then I'll make sure, I'm watching the Warriors, because that's gonna come on at like 11 o'clock.
Right. That shit, man. For as Green Bay fan, I don't know what the fuck we gonna do, bro.
Y'all in a better position than Philly, and we got a weak ass division, and
that shit retarded, bro. But I mean, like I say, he gonna find somebody on that motherfucker. It's gonna be a new star born on there. I just wish he would spread the ball more. That's when we have our best games. But Aaron just trying to get paid. I'm gonna be with you, Aaron. Like
he just called out the receiving core in public.
Damn, for real?
You ain't heard about that shit? Hell yeah. He called them out in public, and he got in their ass in the locker room. And he ain't never did that shit before.
Right. Mix it up. Get something going, goddamn me, what we got. Because I won't get slaughtered.
I don't know. And look, and the other part with Pell goddamn being over dramatic as a Cowboys fan instead of listening. I think in the dude name is Pollard, right? Who's the second running back?
I don't know.
He when he was in the game, they moved the ball. They put Zeke in the game, they won't move the fucking ball. It's time to pack his shit up and let him go on.
Right. So
I'm not paying him all this money. And the quarterback too. Like he on a short leash too. I'm not paying y'all motherfuckers all this money to get one playoff win and to win a weak ass division. And then we snuck in the playoffs. The Eagles weren't even supposed to be in that bitch, and we snuck in there on some bullshit.
Damn.
I'm keeping it a buck, and that's why when he talking about you quiet, you ain't saying. I'm keeping it a buck. What the fuck am I arguing with you for about goddamn winning to beat you and to win the division? The goal is the Super Bowl. All of us at the fucking crib, nigga. Like, what you talking about?
Right. You right about that. Send Zeke back to the mean streets of Alton. That's where they say he come from.
Yeah, like Zeke ain't did shit since them 2 years in the league, and he getting paid all that goddamn money. And when they told you sit your ass during COVID, he couldn't do that shit. He was the first Dallas player to get damn COVID.
He won't be out there in them streets wearing them
Fuck
half
that.
shirts.
He said the half shirt.
You know, sassy ass nigga. Sassy ass nigga.
You waiting for Polo to get back, you about to close it down?
Nah, I'm finna close it down, man. I can get up in the morning, school back in there. So
yeah,
get them girls on the bus, man. But yeah, man. We will be expanding the sports show though to like 3 days a week.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't trying to bring back the old energy. He come jumping on here.
We like that shit though, bro. We like that shit. It's all good, man.
I know he got hype. I know he's like, yeah, got his ass. Man, we should fuck fish, man. Fuck that.
That shit, bro, had memories, bro. I remember that shit when niggas used to call in, hang up the nigga, and that nigga call in. No, that shit was what's up. Man.
I know how you get. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I won't really that excited, but what I really mean that shit about the Cowboys. I think for y'all to get to the next step, he should not be the featured back. It should be that second back. Every time he had the ball, y'all moved that bitch, yo. The shit set up around that dude. Every time y'all put Zeke in that bitch, he stagnated that shit, and that's facts.
Yeah, he about done. Hold on, no shit y'all don't need. Goddamn me. For real. But I'm finna let this motherfucker go.
All right, yo.
G Fish, thank you for coming through, bro. Don't be a stranger.
No problem, man.
Yes, sir. I don't know where Polo ass at. I'm finna get gone. Y'all know what it is. Hit that like button if you're new. Hit that subscribe button, bro. And if you ain't new, then you been watching. What you watching for? Hit that subscribe button, man. We on our way to 1,000 subscribers. You hear me? Tell a friend. We're nearly there. All right, man. So y'all will see us soon. And I'm up out of here, man. Y'all be easy. And for those who be on that bullshit,
stop it. Get some help.
We up out of here. Deuces.